nothing crazy. Make sure you tapping in, going to see your doctors. Good morning, Players' Choice. Good morning, the panel. Good morning, all of the great people of the world, all of our domestic and international fans that are across the spectrum, the he, she's, and the theys, wherever you may be, however you may be. Shout out to you all. We are so glad to be here with you in another great Friday episode. We got Damo in the house, so you know it's about to be some ruckus. We got Jay in the house. You've been a Knicks fan, the last 3 seasons or something like that? Shout out to you, my dog. My boy Mars is in the house. Chill, the one and only. And Chill, can we get a drum roll, please, in the back, coming from the red corner, Penn, Mr. Toronto himself, the Sixers' very own. Shout out to my dog, Penn. This is about to be a great episode, y'all. Welcome to Players' Choice. How everybody feeling today?
Pembroke, what up, brother?
What's good, Chill?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ron's still loan managing?
Ron, okay, I'm not going to put his business out there, but I'll say it as lightly as I can. As we know, Ron likes to frequent some places, and in these places, they don't always take care of your possessions. Ron went to one of these places, Chill, and lost one of his possessions, and got, so therefore he is on the up and up on the other side. He's on the mend.
He's currently on the mend.
He's on the mend. He went to go see Black in Atlanta, and Black made sure that he was not going to be able to leave for quite some time. Shout out to you. Shout out to y'all, man.
All I got from that was that Ron went to a strip club and lost his mind, but okay.
All right. Yeah, shout out to Ron, man.
We got it.
Shout out to Ron. This is going to be a great episode, you all. We have game 2 of the NBA Finals. Y'all, did it feel like the season has gone by super fast for y'all?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, it did. Mm-hmm.
There's so much good basketball this season.
Yeah. Remember, just in December, people were calling your Knicks frauds.
People were stupid. I don't know what you want me to say.
People call them frauds last month.
A certain member up here called them frauds about a couple weeks.
Last week, even. Before game 1.
Shall that panelist be nameless?
I don't know who was saying that. I don't know who was saying that.
I'm just wondering.
This man, why are we hiding him? This guy right here, this Panda Bear variant was up here spewing fucking hate and lies and just pure BS about the best team in basketball. So I don't know why we.
I don't think I was lying about the Spurs. So.
Well, if we beat the best team in basketball, what would that make us?
Well, you beat them in a series. You beat them one game in a series, and I had Spurs in 5, so that would be following my plan.
Wow.
So first win 4 straight after this?
Yes.
All right, bro.
Okay, Damo, but how much do you actually believe that, though? That's my question.
He doesn't believe that.
You want me to tell you the truth or you want me to lie to you?
I want you to lie to me because I love your lies, Damo. Them shits are so fabricated and they just make so much sense that it's almost believable when you lie.
If you want me to lie to you, I would tell you I don't believe anything I just said. I'm actually petrified that we are in a reality where the Knicks have won a playoff, not just a playoff game or a series, or even went to the finals. They got a finals game. We're in a reality where the Knicks won a finals game. I'm petrified. I'm mortified. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm living in a reality where we don't have Harambe and the Knicks can win a championship. So, Chill, my lie would be that right there. Me telling you the truth, 100% believe it. Spurs in 5 means they have to lose one game. They lost one game. Here we are, man. This is basketball, baby. This is a game of adjustments, which major adjustments need to be made on that side of the Spurs. Because, boy, oh, boy, I'm mad I missed the game 1 reactions because I got some stuff to say, boy. Other than that, though, yeah, I'm excited.
So if I'm not mistaken, Swiper,
yes,
if the Knicks win the NBA championship this year, this will be the 8th different champion in the last 8 years. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we've had 13 of the last 16 teams that have been in the finals have all been completely different. And I believe in the lead up to that, if my boy Danny Cunningham, shout out to Locked On Cavs, I believe in the 8 years prior to that, I want to say Chill, there were 6 different teams in the 8 years prior. So we've had 6 teams in this 8-year stretch. Yep. Now we've had 13 brand new teams in this next 8-year stretch.
Which goes to my logic of Penn. If the Knicks win the NBA championship, that would be the 4th Eastern Conference team in 8 seasons, which means that half the NBA champions over the last 8 years have been comprised of Eastern Conference teams. I bet.
What would that mean, Chill?
Well, that would mean that Injuries helped the Celtics in 24. That's what that would mean. That would mean that in 2022, the Warriors, 21 Bucks. Okay, but we know what that gimmick was. Now, I do think Damo, an Eastern Conference champion would have been crowned, just not that fraudulent 21 team.
Yep.
Because had Kyrie Irving not rolled onto Giannis's foot, or Chill showed up in Brooklyn, and I'm not going to say what he did something to James Harden's hamstring that fell off the bone. Had those two things not happened, the Nets would have been the NBA champion in 2020 going away. But
Damo, my uncle told me, Damo, that if grandma had balls.
Okay, what era?
She'll
Okay,
be
your
your
uncle told you that in 1985.
Yes, sir.
In 2026, it doesn't apply anymore. I want to correct it.
Apply.
It doesn't apply.
No, it's still grandma if they identify as such.
Does she identify as grandmother?
No.
Exactly. So yeah, 2026, the rules change. I don't know what to tell you. The rules change.
Y'all not gonna give me.
So 21 was Bucks, 20 was the
pride.
Lakers, 2019 was the Raptors. That was another fraudulent right there. The Raptors wouldn't have beat that Warriors team.
Oh,
Let me ask. Wait, Swiper. While you're doing this rundown, also think to yourself, which year did injuries not matter for either team?
I got you.
Ask that question
right
too.
here,
While
right
you're
now,
doing that.
Today,
Yes.
this series, right now, today, Fox is.
We got to do that for everybody. We have to do that for everybody.
This series right now, everybody, we good.
First of all,
The Spurs are more hurt, but they're all playing.
Yeah. So Jalen Brunson, it's obvious that he's banged up with this knee injury, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him. He's got this foot injury that doesn't seem to be affecting him at all, Damo. And Wemby is limping to the sideline, but making it clear to the trainer, I'm good. Nope. I'm all right. Everybody's banged up at this specific time. So nobody is 100%, especially when we get to the NBA championship. But if we're gonna run down how many teams have won the NBA championship because they got lucky because of injury, that's everybody.
There's layers to luck, though. The Celtics didn't play a single star that was healthy the entire run. That was a different level of luck. Not one. Not one. I mean, chill.
That's interesting.
Not one.
Because if the Celtics would have lost to Dallas, it wouldn't have been Dallas beat them would have hurt Luka. It would have just been they beat them.
There's only
wouldn't have been a question.
That thought that the Wolves were going to win that series. I don't know who thought the Wolves. I mean, not the Wolves. The Mavs were going to win that series. I didn't think they had a chance in that series.
I thought Minnesota was going to beat them. I did. I did not have Minnesota mop. I did not have Dallas mopping the floor with them. But that's neither here nor there. If they would have lost, if the Celtics would have lost to Dallas, it would have been the Celtics lost. Jason Tatum isn't good enough. He's not good enough to be a 1. Jalen Brown isn't good enough to be a 1. These guys are both number 2s. This team isn't that good. Luka's injury would never have been brought up ever, especially since he was averaging like 28, 10, and 7. He was averaging something crazy like that.
Well, he was mostly not great that series, though.
If you won, that's all it is. That's it.
Well, of course, you say that for 2019, brother.
Why would I? Of course, I say that for 2019. You want to
Kevin
compare?
Durant was injured. Klay Thompson got his legs taken out from under him. Boogie Cousins got hurt.
Swipe. I'm going to say this for you one last time because you've tried to get this shit off for a couple of years now. I'm going to say this one more time.
I'm not going to.
The Raptors' path to the NBA Finals was about the hardest path that you could ever imagine for a team. Them getting there broke that team down. Kawhi was hurt during the finals. Now, I don't like to bring up injuries generally as an excuse. You don't hear me coming up here saying well,
who was more hurt, Kevin Durant or Kawhi?
Quickly and Brandon Ingram weren't hurt, then maybe the Raptors would have beat the Cavaliers, who they had played dead even through 6 games. You don't hear me saying that because the team that won, and then eventually they got lost. Right now, obviously, the San Antonio Spurs are a little bit banged up. Let's just be real. But it's not like the Knicks are perfectly healthy. Mitchell Robinson's going through his thing. I'm sure OG's still ailing. But De'Aaron Fox being where he's at right now with his ankle, given how much he relies on speed, I'm sorry, that's a very big injury. But I'm not throwing any asterisks on it if the Knicks win. Because
what's that got to do with Kevin Durant having an Achilles injury?
What does it have to do with Kevin Durant?
Klay Thompson had an ACL injury.
Here's the thing, Spike.
They did play, by the way.
When I first met you, you said that. No, when I first met you, when I first introduced to you, you said that Kawhi Leonard was a mercenary who came from the United States.
Yeah,
and
he was an American mercenary.
Right, exactly. But I mean, I could say Nikola Jokic is a Serbian mercenary. So how you feeling now?
That's terrible to Kawhi Leonard is a mercenary. That's awful.
Well, that's a 1-year rental to a player who's been in one place for 11 years. That's not the same thing. He didn't even want to go there.
He didn't want to go there.
That doesn't make him a mercenary.
And I'm
What
sure
is that? American missionary?
And I'm sure Nikola Jokic was sitting in Serbia when he was an 8-year-old boy, wondering when he could go to.
He had a Nuggets jersey on when he was 4. It was Providence. It was destiny.
So if
that's
truth,
AI.
I mean, if that's the truth, Penn, then why did Kawhi Leonard stay in Los Angeles for as long as he stayed in Los Angeles if he's a mercenary? Why did he stay in San Antonio for as long as he stayed in San Antonio if he was a mercenary?
Well, he was a
mercenaries,
Toronto.
mercenaries go where the money is, and the money wasn't only in Los Angeles. And if I'm not mistaken, Swiper, Kawhi Leonard left $40 million on the table in Toronto. So mercenaries don't do that. They don't leave no bread.
He didn't want to go to Canada.
You got it back. You got it back. You got it back. It's all
That's not the point. The point is that mercenaries don't leave money on the table. Mercenaries work specifically for bread. I'm sorry.
Chill, but do you remember how that trade went down, though? Oh, go ahead, Damo.
I would just say, well, you're right. Mercenaries don't leave money on the table. They take it under. So
they do that too.
You know.
Okay.
We talking about Kawhi. Why he stay in LA so long? Well, yeah, the money wasn't being shown to us. It was being put in a secret account targeted to his charity and charitable donations. So we see where the money actually ended up going when we talk about Mr. Leonard. I'm just saying, if we gonna say it, let's tell the truth.
All right, let's tell the truth. Sure, absolutely. I'm just thinking about why he stayed in San Antonio for as long as he stayed in San Antonio, because he didn't want to leave there. And the money wasn't astronomical. I mean, they paid him, no question about that. But he was a 1-year rental in Toronto, and they offered him the moon, the star. And first of all, you can't even offer something that you don't even own. And they offered him almost everything. They offered him the biggest contract. They offered him a place to live for free, and a plane, whatever he wanted. He was like, "Nah, I'm good because I want to live in Los Angeles, where I'm from, and I'm going to get paid there." Okay, so
where his family is, yeah,
right.
And I hope no one blames him for that. That's perfectly fine with me.
I do.
But what I'm saying is Kawhi was hurt in the finals, and OG was not there. So if you want to make excuses for Clay and Durant, I'm gonna tell you
that's not even.
The Raptors had a harder path to get there.
They're not even the same. They're not even the same at all.
Why do you keep saying the Raptors had a harder path? Did they not play like the Magic in the first round?
They played the Magic in the first round, but they played 2 contenders in the second round and the third round, which is more than I can say for.
Who were the contenders?
Philly had a damn good team.
Philly and Milwaukee. Philly and Milwaukee. They were both contenders.
MVP, by the way.
If you look at the list of contenders going into that year, realistically, it was on the one hand, on the Western Conference, they had Golden State, and then it was the Raptors as probably the 4th runner-up. Then you had Philly as the 3rd runner-up, and then Milwaukee was supposed to be the team that's supposed to come out of the East. So if you're looking at it, the Raptors legitimately had the hardest path of any team that I can think of. Injuries, sure. But you're going to point to the one injury? You're going to point to that 1 or 2 injuries in the finals?
I mean, 1 or 2 series
us missing OG and Anunoby the entire way through. That's
not the same in any way, shape, and form. In any way. At all, actually. Not even close.
If you biased. Just
biased towards Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson? I guess.
No, you're biased because you hate Canada.
Well, I don't hate Canada, and I think that the problem with what you're saying is that the Raptors had the hardest path to the finals. I think
they had a ridiculously hard path to the finals.
Were Portland? What about Houston? That the Warriors had to play, and who they play in the first round? They played somebody in the first round that was important.
Jay, go look back at that Philly team, bro. Go look at that Milwaukee team.
Philly was better. Philly and Milwaukee was better than Houston. That was literally built to beat the Warriors.
That wasn't the.
That they had to play without Kevin
I think
Durant.
Milwaukee
they beat the Clippers.
Oh, the Clippers. That gave them hell.
I think didn't Chris Paul break?
What Clippers are we talking about?
Did he break his hand that year, or did he break his hand?
That took them niggas to 6.
So Blake Griffin was already gone.
We believe Clippers.
Blake Griffin was already gone.
Goodness, are y'all kidding me right now?
The Clippers were better than the Magic that year. I'll tell you that.
We're talking about Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, Tobias Harris, and all healthy.
Names.
What are you talking about?
And you say that, and I raise you, Patrick Beverly, Montrezl Harrell, Nicholas Batum.
Hey, you cooked there. Got you. You got me. All those guys are better than Ben Simmons for real.
Well, you know what?
You know the problem is.
But
like,
you know what you can do though, Penn. You know what you can do if y'all want to make sure that you're not going to win a fraudulent ring in your recreational league or in a dynasty league you're playing on franchise, or if you want to make sure that you got everything that you need to win your championship this year on 2K and Madden,
this better be.
You got to be able to tap in with the best of the best. Are you ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can feel great and right no matter what life throws at you. Now, Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. You can lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with the Factor Keto meals based on randomized controlled clinical trials with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on the diet and exercise. Now, with 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Now, Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfast, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons. Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat. Y'all know I love eating healthy. I am in the weight room and in the gym 6 days a week. It is very important that I'm filling my body with the best food possible, and Factor Meal is 100% going to help me get where I want to go. So eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/playerschoice50 off and use code playerschoice50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code playerschoice50 off at factormeals.com/playerschoice50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Shout out to Factor Meals.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back.
You know what's funny?
Go ahead, brother.
How do you make Factor meals? You heat it and then you eat it, right?
He didn't need it.
That's what Frank said in the chat, right? Who y'all play in the finals, Swiper?
They beat the Miami Heat.
Who is their best player, Swiper?
Jimmy Butler.
In that series?
Who did the Raptors beat in the second round in 2019, right, Swiper?
The Philadelphia 76ers.
Who was their best player, Swiper?
Joel Embiid.
Who was their second best player, Swiper?
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Ben
Who was
Simmons.
their third best player, Swiper?
Jimmy Butler.
But now the Sixers are nothing.
What does that mean?
The team y'all beat just a few years later, their best player was the third best player, the third option in Philadelphia.
That's what Jimmy Butler was in 2023.
Well, that's not what he was for them because they didn't have Joel Embiid and they didn't have a prime all.
Maybe if
NBA
they had
Simmons.
that Jimmy Butler, they would have whooped y'all. If Jimmy Butler would have been able to get 56 points, they would have whooped y'all.
Oh, that Jimmy Butler was right there. He just wasn't being activated. But let it be told, he was still on the fucking roster. So,
but he wasn't the same player in 23 or 22 when he was killing before he had the injury versus the Celtics as well. You remember what Jimmy Butler was doing in 22?
Jimmy Butler was the truth from like 2018 through the rest
but
of his
he
prime.
wasn't
What
that
are you
he wasn't
talking
that
about?
guy. He wasn't that guy in 2019 though.
So he got to South Beach and he suddenly figured out how to be a superstar.
No, Jimmy Butler was his best version in South Beach. Yes, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, because he had
2020 Butler
the
was
ball. Because he had the ball.
What'd you say,
Right?
Damo?
I said 2020's Jimmy Butler was 2020 Jimmy Butler was peak. Hands down, outside LeBron, one of the best
So the
basketball players
year
I've watched.
after
in
he
my
was
life.
suddenly a third
in the
option
series,
too.
yeah.
My point is, you faced a team that, quite frankly, is one of the worst finals teams ever.
Who did they beat on the way there?
The Denver Nuggets.
Is that
Almost
true?
no. The other team, the Heat. Almost a 60-win Bucks team, and then they beat the Celtics. How many games did the Celtics win that year?
Celtics in 23. I think they won 50.
And all of this would matter a lot, Swiper, if the Nuggets had beat those teams, but they didn't. They beat Jimmy Butler.
Do you think any of those teams would have beat Denver that year?
Bro, y'all beat Tyler Hero. Stop talking to me. Don't
Tyler
talk to
Hero
me
did-
about-
no,
don't
Tyler
talk to
Hero
me-
actually
don't
didn't
talk
play.
to me about-
He got
don't
hurt in
talk
the
to me
first
about
round.
Easy rings, okay? That 2019 championship was very legit. The fact that Kevin Durant got hurt, I don't know what to tell you. Shit, that's tough luck.
I know
Jimmy-
Jimmy Butler. I know Jimmy Butler in that series is better than any single Raptor that's ever been. He's been better in that series than any Raptor ever in any playoff series ever. How about that? 23 bucks Jimmy
Because
Butler.
Kawhi Leonard never had to face Nikola Jokic rim defense.
No, he had his worst series of that run in that. I'm talking about versus the Bucks, brother, with Giannis and Brooke.
Who are you talking about? Jimmy Butler?
Yes, yeah, Jimmy Butler.
So
Yeah,
you're telling me
that
Jimmy
series.
Butler in that series was better than any Raptor ever?
Which series? Yeah, which one? Which series?
How about the NBA championship in 2019, Swiper?
Who was
How about
better?
the Eastern,
Who?
how about the
Who?
Eastern Conference championship?
Kawhi
What
Leonard.
player?
Are you
Kawhi
serious?
Kawhi Leonard was better than 23 bucks Jimmy Butler?
Kawhi Leonard going up against
Kawhi
the
Leonard.
league MVP and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Are you
No,
nuts?
and Kawhi and Jimmy played
Is
versus
Jimmy better?
Giannis in the
So-
first
so-
In
round.
fairness,
It-
Kawhi got hurt midway through that Bucks series, but Kawhi Leonard versus Philadelphia was
Are we
dominant.
seriously saying that Jimmy Butler wasn't better than Kawhi in the conference finals? Are we seriously saying? Do you remember what Jimmy Butler did to the number one seed in the NBA?
Do you remember what Kawhi Leonard did?
Yes, I remember he wasn't amazing in the finals, and you're trying to say that was better than Jimmy
I'm not
Butler.
talking about the finals.
I'm talking to Chill because
I think he was amazing in the finals.
He
wasn't as good as Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler averaged 38 points, 6
What are we
rebounds,
talking
and
about?
5 assists on 60-45 in that series. 60-45 splits in that series.
He scored 56 points in a game. Like, are we serious?
He scored 30, 56, and 42 in the last 3 games of that series.
Yo, Jay,
Just because his name's Jimmy Butler, now all of us like, if Michael Jordan had that series,
Jay,
no one would question if it was better than a Kawhi Leonard series. No one would
good
question
basketball.
it. But because his name's Jimmy Butler, all of a sudden we can't say that.
No, we can. We absolutely can say that. We can absolutely
If
say
my
that.
team was in the
He beat
finals,
the number 1 seed in 5 games.
In 23, that's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
we spent 20 minutes talking about 2019 Jimmy Butler.
I mean, I agree with Mars, but this is
Yeah,
Hey,
plenty of
I'm not
time,
saying
bro.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying better than me.
I played the number 1 seed, beat them in 5 games, averaging 38 points.
That's crazy.
And we're talking about some Kawhi Leonard conference finals?
That's crazy.
we are.
What?
The first.
I remember the
round
series you're
against
talking
the number
about.
1 seed,
No way.
and it doesn't matter that Kawhi Leonard got busy in that series in 2019 in the East Finals, even though he did get hurt.
Busy. Shout out to him.
He still got, but because he didn't
series.
average 38, so I want to make
Because
sure
he
that
didn't play as good as Jimmy.
I just want to make because what you're doing is you're predicating this on the fact that he averaged 38 a game. So the next time that a guy outscores another guy,
yeah, sure, that's a big part of it.
no
Yeah,
question
sure.
about that. So the next time that a guy averages more points than another guy, who you think the other guy who didn't average as much points is better, make sure that you say that guy is not better than him.
Okay,
Just make sure that we clear on
let's
that.
use our brains. I think Kawhi is a better player than Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler had a better series than Kawhi. Both of those things can be true without contradicting the other.
No.
Why are we acting like that's illogical?
But a better series based on
Jimmy
what?
Butler for 5 games played better than Kawhi Leonard did in his 6 games. They're in a completely different series in a completely different year. That does not mean that Jimmy Butler is a better player than Kawhi Leonard. It means for those 5 games,
We're just talking about
Jimmy
the
Butler-
series. That's all we're talking
Jimmy
about.
Butler had a better series than damn near anyone has
We're just
ever
talking
had
about the
ever in the
series.
history of life.
So I just want to make
That's
sure
not
that
a knock to Kawhi.
I just want to make sure that I'm following you. That the same Jimmy Butler. By the way, Miles, we're not talking about Jimmy Butler, just the name Jimmy Butler. We're talking about what he did in terms of production. He did average almost 40. I'm not going to argue that point. Yes, he did. He averaged almost 40. But we're not going to act like you can fact check me on this. Didn't Kawhi Leonard average something close to like 30 and 10 in that series on great defense?
Yeah,
he went almost 30 and 10 against the league. And they were down 0-2 in that series, and they came back and won the series.
Okay, cool. You don't get credit for being down 0-2. That doesn't mean anything.
We talk about it all the time. Teams, we talk about
and we've spoke about it many times. And what have I always said? You don't get extra credit for getting yourself out of a hole.
And that's a you thing. I don't think that's.
I'm speaking. I'm giving my opinion here.
And in my opinion, I
so in my opinion,
out of a hole
you're not getting bonus points for being down 0-2 in the first place. When the 8 seed managed to beat the 1 seed in 5 games, like why would I give you more credit for coming?
Is that Miami Heat team? Is that Miami Heat team an 8 seed?
So Kawhi averaged 35.
Yes, they were the 8
10 and
seed.
4.
They were the 8 seed.
Kawhi averaged 35, 10, and 4 with every single defender
Against who?
hugging him, like
Against
trying to
who?
stop him from getting shots up against
Against
Philadelphia, against Joel Embiid,
okay.
Ben
you're talking about
Simmons,
the second round.
Jimmy
Okay,
Butler.
yeah,
Yes, of
different.
course I'm talking
sticking
about
with
the
the
second
East
round.
Finals, Miles. I ain't
I'm
even
saying
talking
that.
we're having different discussions. That's cool.
No, I'm just sticking with the East Finals.
I'm
Miles.
saying
That's all
that
saying.
Kawhi Leonard in that series was about the best basketball that I've seen from any Raptor play ever.
Was he better than Jimmy Butler versus the Bucks in 23?
Yes.
Brother, I feel like we're misremembering this whole series, especially
not.
if you're just doing the clutch alone. Jimmy was unbelievable.
He was frying Drew Holiday.
Every one of those
100%.
games.
He fried
every
Drew
one of
Holiday.
those games. And didn't the Bucks have
He
number 1
absolutely-
defense in the league that year?
Absolutely fried Drew Holiday.
I
I'm not
remember
going to argue
correctly.
that point. Yes, he did.
Drew
Fried
Holiday
him.
was in his prime. Giannis was in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Now Giannis obviously missed a couple games there, but Giannis even when he came back, even before that, when Giannis went down, he was down 15 points in that game. In the first game that they were playing, and they were down 15 when Giannis got hurt.
Sure.
Jimmy was literally from start to finish of that series phenomenal and got better as the series went on. And if you remember the 56-point game that people seem out forgetting,
I'm not going to argue that point.
they were down.
Yep.
And Jimmy Butler brought them back in the last 2 minutes of that game and got them that lead. And then was that the overtime shot game, Mars, where the inbound play from out of bounds where he got
That was the next game where Jimmy had 40.
That was the clincher. Yep. Yeah, that was the series clincher. But to your point, Mars, when you're talking about like what Drew Holiday did, why are we not talking about what Jimmy? I can appreciate 56, yes, but these guys are down 2-0. They end up coming back, going up to they end up coming back and tying the series. They go back home for the swing game, which is game 5. And you can straighten me out because again, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but you can straighten me out. I think Kawhi Leonard absolutely kicked Giannis's ass in that game. I think he went for like 37 or 38 in that game, something like that. Dunking all over him, actually kicked his ass in that game. And then they go back to Milwaukee and they end the series. Series is over. He 100%. I personally think that what he did in that series, from knocking down the mid-range, because we were talking about him, if I'm not mistaken, straighten me out if I'm wrong, but we were talking about him in that Kobe Bryant conversation at that time, how busy he had gotten in 2019. He had entered that Kobe Bryant conversation.
We walked out of the playoffs and people said he was the best player in the world.
That was going on. That was 100% going on.
Nobody said Jimmy Butler was the best player in the world.
No, stay right there.
What's that got to do with how they played, though?
The reason why is because I was
having. Jimmy played like that for 4 rounds. They probably would have.
Well, Kawhi.
No. Wait, wasn't somebody up here saying he was a top 5 player in the sport at that time when that was going on, Mars? Was that not ticket?
I was actually. Stay right there, because I was actually getting hounded that I thought Jimmy Butler was a top 10 player. That's not the same as being the best player in the world, and I was getting hounded for saying that Jimmy Butler was a top 10 player.
That Kawhi was a better player than Jimmy
once again, Butler, we're just talking about. Let's stick to the facts, Mars. We're sticking to the facts of Jimmy Butler in round 1 against the Milwaukee Bucks and Kawhi Leonard in the Eastern Conference Championship against the league MVP. That's what we're talking about. And I think this for me.
Giannis was on both teams, right? You know that, right? We're playing the Bucks both times. Giannis played in both series. We know that, right? Giannis was there in 2019. Giannis was there in 2023. We're aware.
Yes, he was.
Correct.
Yes.
Cool. So
yes, he was.
You make it sound a lot cooler when you say the league MVP. Meanwhile, he was there also in 2023.
Was he a better player?
Finished top 3 in MVP.
I would actually, Giannis was a better player in 2023 than he was in 2019.
I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue
that. That when Giannis shot 42% from mid-range that year? Was that year?
No, I think that was the year after, but Giannis in 23 is still a better player than Giannis in 2019.
I think the numbers can confuse people because it's like
and that's what we're going off of.
Because it's like he averaged 37, 38 points per game, but like 38. A lot of that because he played a shorter series and because he had a massively outlier performance. I think he scored 56, 55.
He did score
56 and 40.
But they had 40.
But that's an outlier performance carrying the entire averages up. The average game, if you take a median performance as opposed to a mean performance, I think the median performance on Kawhi is better.
Jimmy Butler had 35 and 11 assists game 1. They lose game 2. It was his worst game of the series. He had 25. Yep. He then game 3 they win. He had 30 points on 63% shooting. Yep. He then followed that up with 56 points and then closed the series out with 42 to win in overtime. So the worst game he had was a 25-point game in a game in which they lost and got blown out. Every other game he had at least 30, including a 56-point game and a 42-point game. We are not about to do this with Jimmy Butler. Acting like his series was carried by outlier performances. It was not. He was amazing the whole time.
It is an outlier performance.
56 is an outlier performance. His series was not carried by an outlier performance because he was amazing the whole time. Like I just said, anytime someone scores 50 plus in the playoffs, that's an outlier performance within the context of a series. Yep. Every time. Michael Jordan 63 was an outlier within the context of the series. Even if he had 40 in another game, 63 is an outlier. 56 is an outlier.
Actually, it wasn't an outlier because he had 49
that's how they were.
Before that. And that's not true, Mars.
And Jimmy Butler had 42 the next game, but guess what? 56 was still an outlier. But so once again, same thing applies. So the difference between 63 and 49, guess what? 14 points. The difference between 56 and 42, 14 points. But you know what we can do? Understand this is an outlier. We can understand 56, 60 is an outlier in the playoffs.
So if that's true,
that Jimmy Butler wasn't amazing the whole time.
Nobody was arguing that Jimmy Butler wasn't amazing. I'm not arguing that point. But who was more consistent in the series?
Well, Jimmy Butler. As a refresher, Kawhi scored 45, 35, 33, 39, 21, 29, and 41.
That's the
Raptors.
I just want to make sure I'm talking to two different people about 2 different series.
How about this?
That's what I don't want to do that.
Let's take the 5 best games that Jimmy played in that series, which is all of them. Take the 5 best games that Kawhi played, which is all of them. Kawhi averaged more points. How's that?
And on way less efficiency, by the way. Way less.
Way less.
If you take out Kawhi's 21-point and 29-point game, then maybe he averages more. Cool, congratulations. Unfortunately, he played 7 games, so you know.
Okay, so that's the point. When you play 7 exhausting games, right? Scoring 41 in the closeout, that's significant. hitting the game winner.
Jimmy scored.
But
42.
I think what you're doing,
Jimmy
is
scored 42. So
in the closeout, yeah. And by the way, Jimmy, I think the thing that we're forgetting though is like the reason why that was such a phenomenal performer. Jimmy couldn't miss from 2 or 3 the entire series, like the entirety of the series. I think
also played defense.
No, he was phenomenal. Like that was one of the most like tremendous series that we've had. Period. Like regardless, it is what it is. Like it's pretty simple.
Jimmy Butler averaged 10.5 points per game in the clutch in that series.
Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard was closing games. He's getting steals and dunking the basketball.
When did I say Kawhi wasn't closing game? I
was to say this. Fred VanVleet shot like what?
The logic. Well, you bringing it up. I don't want to argue two different things. I want you to stay with.
Kawhi averaged 6 points per game in the clutch in that Bucks series. He did it on 32% shooting. Jimmy did his on 50% shooting, averaging more points.
See, this is what I'm talking about when we talk about these numbers. Because
I didn't know the numbers. I just checked them. They just happened to be on my side.
No.
You think I just know Jimmy's clutch numbers in the 21st round?
I think it's interesting that you bring these numbers up. And the reason why I think it's interesting because you use these same numbers when people bring them up to go against people. Penn in particular. You go against Penn's logic all the time when Penn brings up numbers. So now all of a sudden, so now when we're watching Kawhi Leonard,
are we equating clutch numbers and clutch scoring numbers to box plus minus? Are we serious? Because I disagree with box plus minus. Now that means that I disagree with numbers. Are we serious?
Because in fact, that was your whole argument with Joel Embiid. That's why Joel Embiid. That was your
box plus minus and plus minus are not the same thing.
What's the difference?
I told you that 2 years ago. Box plus minus is an advanced stat based upon the box score. Plus minus is just what is the score when you're in the game.
Right.
Plus minus is just the stat of measuring, okay, you won your minutes by 12 points. They lost your minutes when you was on the bench by 18.
Doesn't even matter what you did when you were in the game.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what plus minus is. Right. That's not box plus minus. I understand the context behind box. I understand the context behind plus minus. And I disagree when people use box plus minus. So that's not the same thing. And clutch numbers have absolutely nothing to do with either one of them. I can use clutch numbers while also saying box plus minus is a stupid stat. How is that contradictory? Just because I don't like one advanced stat, that means I don't like any stats that ever exist in the history of life.
So why does clutch numbers have nothing to do with it when clutch numbers are part of your plus minus? Because when you're on the floor and we're winning, even though you don't have anything to do with what's going on, we're winning and your plus minus goes up.
Yeah.
What's
that got to do with Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler in the clutch. To your point, and you brought up the clutch numbers. Right, you're the one who brought up the clutch numbers. In the process, you bringing up the clutch numbers, you also brought up why Joel Embiid is better than when he's off the floor and when he's on the floor, based on the plus minus. You brought that up. I didn't bring that up. You brought that up.
Yeah, I brought up how his team died when he was on
the
chair.
You brought that up. So
you did.
So what I'm saying is that when you bring these numbers up, I'm also looking at what Kawhi Leonard was doing, because Mars, you are 100% with your eyes. You talk about with your eyes all the time.
Absolutely.
So when I'm watching Kawhi Leonard with my eyes in the clutch in Game 5 against this Milwaukee Bucks team in a dogfight, even though I'm watching Jimmy Butler kick Drew Holiday's ass too, I'm also watching an all-league defender. I'm also watching a bigger defender get his ass kicked too by a better player. Not even a better player, but a guy who outplayed him, the league MVP. I'm watching that too. So I like to think that matters, your ability to watch the game too, because you do that all the time with me, talking about numbers, but you also talk about the eye test too. Yeah. So if I'm watching Kawhi Leonard in that series and I'm watching Jimmy Butler in that series, I have to say that what I'm watching with Kawhi Leonard was as impressive as I've seen in anybody in that series specifically.
Yeah, and I'm saying Jimmy Butler was better.
Okay, Damo, you cooking low key.
That's exactly what the argument
he said that. He said that Oladipo better than Derrick Rose. He said that.
2018
Oladipo over 2011 Derrick Rose. Yes, but I promise you, we don't got to talk about that. That's fine.
We definitely.
You talked about how certain numbers mean more to you than others. But I do think you've brought up like Nikola Jokic many times in the context of net differential when he's on the court, off the court. Okay, cool. Yep. So I just want to bring up something. Jimmy Butler, 2023, negative 11.5 on off in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Kawhi Leonard, 2019.
Are we talking about the first round or are we talking about the playoffs?
We're talking about the entire playoffs, bro.
See, and this is the issue. Penn gets involved in a conversation, doesn't talk about what's being talked about, and then thinks he's cooking. Who said anything about the whole playoffs?
Mars and I were just
No
discussing
one.
the
Why
series.
are you bringing it up? You know why?
Mars
Because you can't find the on-off numbers for one series, so you just wanted to get involved. So you brought up the whole playoff run when no one was arguing about the whole playoff run. If you're gonna get involved, talk about the series we're talking about.
Text it to me,
talking
Damo.
about the Bucks Heat series and then the Bucks Raptors series.
Y'all-
That's
y'all
what we're
will
talking about. If you
take-
want to get involved,
You
you
know
want to
what
get
it
involved,
is?
talk about the plus minus in that series.
You know what
Or
it
if you want to
is?
bring up your Philly series, talk about the plus minus in that Philly series. Don't bring up the whole run when no one was arguing that Jimmy Butler's whole 23 run was as good as Kawhi's run. No one made that argument. You just wanted to do it. You know why? Because you go on Data Baller and you can't filter for series. So you had to go to the easiest thing you could find, which was just Jimmy Butler's 23 playoffs. Because you can't be bothered to actually do the homework correctly. The same way you brought up that nonsense series stat, team scores more points, they win every series. You was wrong about that too. Because you don't actually do any due diligence to get your research correct. You just want to talk, say something, and hope no one calls you out on it. You are wrong. Just stop talking. Stop bringing up stuff that has nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Wiper, you
No
the one
one
who
spoke
started
about
this,
what
just
Jimmy
so you
Butler
know,
did against the
Papa.
Knicks. No one spoke about what Jimmy Butler did against the Celtics. No one talked about what Jimmy Butler did against the Nuggets.
just
None of us
talking
brought
about
that
one
up.
series.
So why are you telling me about his negative 11 on-off differential in the
series,
playoff run?
that's it.
Why? Enlighten
One
me
series.
on why that was relevant. Please educate me. I'm not intellectually curious enough. Educate me on why that's relevant to what we were discussing. Please.
We talked about Jimmy Butler as a player in the playoffs in general. That series is a offshoot of that conversation. It is a part of the conversation. It's like saying I have a better house than you, and then someone saying I have a better paint job than you. Okay, so the conversation started. The conversation really started at Swiper when his Jimmy Butler was better against the Milwaukee Bucks than any Raptor ever. Okay, congratulations. You often say small sample, small sample. 5 games is not a small sample.
So absolutely a small sample.
So just because I decided to bring up a larger sample, which is 1,000 minutes, it's not a huge sample.
Conversation. That's not.
It's of course relevant to the conversation. It's the same
not.
player.
Because like
No,
you just
it's
said,
an
the
offshoot of
conversation
the
was
conversation. I don't
Jimmy
know-
Butler
I
against
don't
the
know,
Bucks was
like-
better than any Raptor series ever. So that you know what that means. The conversation is
We're
what
talking about the
Raptor
same
series is
year.
better than Jimmy Butler against the Bucks. That's what the conversation was. That's what we discussed for the last 20 minutes. You telling me it's a small sample is irrelevant because the sample was dictated by Swiper, who set the terms. The terms was a single series. So we all understood what the context was. We all knew single series were small samples regardless. 7 games, 4 games is a small sample. We all knew that. We all agreed on that when we decided to engage in the conversation. You are the only
can
one who
shift.
seems to just want to change the conversation because you don't like the way it's going when we were all talking on the same terms. A 1 series sample size. Chill was arguing for the conference finals in 2019. I was arguing for Jimmy Butler in the first round. You then decided to get involved with the Philly series and everyone ignored you, rightfully so. And now you came and decided to come back in and now talk about a whole playoff run because the sample is too small. We all knew a sample was small when we decided to discuss single series. We all knew that. None of us cared about it except you,
So
and now
talk
you're
about
trying to
the
change the
entire
conversation.
playoff run.
No,
You're
we don't
Why?
have to tell. No, let's
because I want to.
let's stay with that. Damo, you so nasty, yo. Can I focus? I'm trying to focus here. I don't know if I don't know if
we weren't talking about one player in one series, the other player in the other series, and I decided to compare apples and oranges.
That's
We're
exactly
talking
what
about
you
the
did,
same
Penn.
player
Pretty
in the
much
same
exactly
year.
what you did.
No, it's not apples and oranges. We're
Yes,
talking
it
about
is,
the
Penn.
same damn player.
We're talking about because
This
Jimmy
entire conversation
is
Kawhi
irrelevant.
Leonard.
Bro, this conversation started.
Kawhi Leonard is not the same. Whoa. Stop right there, Penn. Because
Swiper being
Kawhi Leonard is not the same player
generally.
against the Milwaukee Bucks. Kawhi Leonard did not play the same against the Milwaukee Bucks the way he did against the Orlando Magic. Kawhi Leonard did
Hang
not
on.
play the same against the Philadelphia 76ers
conversation-
the way he
this
did
is
against the Golden State Warriors. He had to raise his game. So when he was in the Eastern Conference Championship, he was a lot better than when he was in the first round against the Orlando Magic. He was a lot better when he played in the NBA Championship against the Golden State Warriors.
I'm fine being
He was a
nasty.
lot
I
better
have
in the
no
Golden.
problem
He was a lot better against the Golden State Warriors
ain't gonna
than he
deny
was
that.
against the
I've never
Milwaukee
denied
Bucks
it.
because the scheme changed. Because he had to play different. Because that's a different type of team that we're playing against. That's why we're talking about a
Show,
specific
where did
series.
this
That's it.
conversation
This
start?
conversation started.
Because I
This
dare to
conversation
say
started.
that the player.
Rewind. That's where this conversation started. This conversation started, Damo, when I said that the fact that if the Knicks win the NBA championship, that will be the 4th Eastern Conference champion in the last 8 years, which will make it half it will make half the champions in the last decade. Swiper comes in and talks about how Jimmy Butler played better than Kawhi Leonard in any series. He played it in what I think he played that one series
Okay,
against the Milwaukee Bucks.
chill.
He played better in any series that
not
Kawhi Leonard
exactly
had.
what
Enter Mars
happened.
and chill. Mars, are we saying that? Are we saying that Kawhi? Are we saying that Jimmy Butler's series against the Milwaukee Bucks wasn't better than anything that Kawhi Leonard? Enter chill. Wait a minute. No, I think that Kawhi Leonard in the East Finals in 2019 was better than what Jimmy Butler did. Enter Mars. Enter chill. Then enter Penn, what happened against the Philadelphia 76ers, which has nothing to do with what me and Mars are talking about. Then we get to the playoffs in its entirety, which also has nothing to do with what we're talking about. If we can stick to one specific topic, who was better who was the better player in one series? Did Jimmy Butler have a better series than Kawhi Leonard? That one series that he had in 2023 in the East Finals in game one, in when they were the 8 seed and Milwaukee was the 1 seed, was he better than anything that Kawhi Leonard did in 2019?
This isn't exactly what happened, though. Chill. It's like one guy said, "My girl is better than your girl," and the other guy said, "But her toenails are nicer." And now we suddenly doing a 20-minute detour on whose toenails are nicer when that was never really the conversation. The conversation was specifically that Mr. Swiper down here, who has rightfully vacated the throne of host because he's an L host, decided to say that the Raptors championship was fraudulent because they had injuries. And I said to him that the Raptors faced all these teams and et cetera, and he was dismissing all the teams that they faced because, Kevin Durant got injured. And I specifically said, who was the best player that y'all faced in the finals? And we came to the conclusion that it was Jimmy Butler. And I said, who was the third best player on the Philadelphia 76ers? And we agreed that it was Jimmy Butler. And then Mr. Swiper decided to defend that Jimmy Butler. And that is the Jimmy fucking Butler that I'm talking about when I'm talking. Mars,
and then
you're confused.
And then that's when
some exercise.
That's when Penn decided. That's when Swiper decided to say that Jimmy Butler in 2023. That series that he had against Milwaukee was better than anything that Kawhi Leonard has done. And then once again, enter Mars.
I am talking about Jimmy Butler in the finals. Swiper decides, but Jimmy Butler against Milwaukee. Well, here's the thing. I have not specifically checked Jimmy Butler's net rating on/off against Milwaukee. But if it was remotely positive, I'll tell you this. He was pretty ass for the rest of the playoffs. So whatever he had in the tank, pretty much drained it right there, because negative 11 versus plus 21 is do you understand what difference we're talking about? And again, these are stats that you have quoted, Mars, on a broader sample size, on a larger talking point of what we're actually talking about. And what we're actually talking about is what quality of opponent did the Denver Nuggets beat? That was the fucking point, not who Milwaukee faced, not how good Jimmy Butler was in a 5-game series. That's not the point. That's Swiper's point, because he wants to misguide you away from the broader point, which is the Nuggets did not face a very
Mars,
good
I think
championship.
my stance on my entire argument is I think that the game that Kawhi Leonard had, game 5, which was the swing game, I think that that's the swing game between both Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard. Even though Jimmy Butler went for 56 and went off, I think that I think that what Kawhi Leonard did in that game 5 where he went for 35 in a dogfight, I think that that was the swing game, and I think that that's the difference in the series between those two. That's why I think Leonard is better.
We disagree.
Good discussion, everybody. I'm glad to be a part of that and listen to that. I think you all three made up great points and did great jobs in this. I know the audience was thoroughly entertained in that, so shout out to y'all. This is going to be...
this dude right here. I bet if I passed him something. I bet if I pass...
Hey, Damo, I bet if I pass
I got a half ounce for you, Damo. Just so you know, when I see you, my dude, I got a half an ounce for you.
Yeah, shout out to my boy, Damo.
What are your thoughts, minutes. I was 5 minutes from tossing Franks. That's what my thoughts are. I was 5 minutes from tossing Franks. This is ridiculous.
What's the context?
Well. I mean, there's no secret. I'm the biggest Jimmy Butler hater. So this conversation was just agony to my ears. Like I had nothing for it, so I had to provide.
Damo, what conversations are good for you, Damo? Because I often wonder, like when I hear you talk basketball, you are very turned off. Like it doesn't take much to turn you off, Damo.
It doesn't take much to turn off, Damo.
It doesn't.
Not much.
You're one of those dudes when it comes to basketball. Like what it reminds me of my daughter. My daughter is one of those people who, if you get her attention, you got about 5 minutes. After that, she out.
You know what we should have? We should have a Jeopardy board. We should have a Jeopardy board of conversation topics.
She is
not even that. It's the conversation. I mean, again, Swiper, he said it best. You got 3 hours of a show to talk about, the NBA Finals, and we talking about for the first 40 minutes, Jimmy Butler versus Kawhi in 2019. Turned off immediately. It's fine, good convo. That's why I didn't interrupt. I be damn for people say Damo say something. Hell nah, it was good ball talk. I can respect good ball talk. I just throw in a little funnies here and there and just let y'all do y'all thing. Yeah. I just didn't have nothing for it. I mean,
did you say Swiper with the hard R?
Yeah, that's how I address him with a hard R. Yeah, that's how I address him with a hard R. Like the Chud the Builder fans. Like,
oh my God.
I'm sorry. Nah. To answer your question, Chill. I mean, you know me. Let's talk about the future of the league, man. Let's talk about some of these tanking teams and what they can do. That really what gives my blood boil. What should the Wizards do with the number 1 pick? That really would get my blood boiling these days around this time, outside the finals. Penn said it right though. Wemby talk always get me going. Why not?
Shout out. You know what? There's no, obviously, like I said, Dom, I really appreciate you and the effort you put in. The BBL comment was interesting, but one BBL lover to another. Go ahead, Chill. What were you going to say?
I do have a question since we're on the subject of the NBA championship. I was thinking about this from 2010, and I got a question. This is for the panel. From 2010 to 2020, we actually had this conversation, Mars, when it came to SGA from 2000 to 2005, 2000 to 2010, with SGA and the Pantheon of 2 guards. From 2010 to 2019, where does Jalen Brunson, this version of Jalen Brunson, fall in the Pantheon of point guards? And I'm going to throw some names at you before we move on. So I got Irv. I mean, I got Curry. I got Chris Paul. I got Irv. I got Damian Lillard. I got Russ. I got Rondo. I got Kyle Lowry. I got Kemba Walker. I got a bunch of different. Where does Jalen Brunson, this version of him, fall amongst the Pantheon of point guards?
Okay, but let's set the real bar, Mars and Damo, sure. and because Russell Westbrook, is this version of Jalen Brunson better than Russell Westbrook, playoffs included?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's better. Yeah.
Okay. So then that means he's clearing Kemba and Kyrie in them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Kyrie.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Kyrie.
I think he's better than Kemba.
You don't think he's better? You think he's better than Kyrie as well in that group?
I don't think he's better than Kyrie.
I don't think he's.
Level.
I don't know if I think he's better than Kyrie.
I don't think he's better than Kyrie. I know he's greater than Kyrie, though.
I don't do the greater thing, Damo. You and I have gone back and forth with this. You have the same thing that I had at one point to get there. The whole greater thing, you had an opportunity to win. You had an opportunity to get busy, just like I did. You just didn't do it. Yes, you did.
No. With the context of knowing how
everyone
bad
has the same opportunity.
Yeah, I'm about to say, with the context of knowing how bad some of these front offices is, the deals that don't get done because of petty things and petty squabbles and all this other stuff.
Please, come on.
Yeah, buddy.
Say petty. Say it 12 times.
Yeah,
petty.
Petty. The dumbest what if trades that could have happened that could have changed careers forever.
Nope.
That didn't happen over petty stuff.
Nope. I don't like the way he talked to me in the meeting. I'm not trading him to a good team.
Not even with players. Through just the
Is that going on?
Yeah, no. That always goes on. That's going on forever. Yes.
You know what? I don't like his agent.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
100%.
I don't like his agent. I don't like his I don't like his representatives.
Yes.
I don't like the crew that
I don't like his entourage. I don't like his cousin. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Remember the Phil Jackson comments about Carmelo and his posse and all that? Like a lot of people feel that way. Unfortunately.
That doesn't work because Carmelo Anthony ended up with the Knicks though. So
yeah, but remember but Phil had to take a step back and all that stuff because of the stuff that was coming out and everything. So you got Kemba, Kyrie, Marger and Damo seem to be whatever. But the next up is like CP3. I don't think any of us think he's better than CP3.
I don't think he's better than Chris Paul.
I do. I don't know why we say
why you think he's better than Chris Paul? And I want you to take your Nick hat off. Take your Nick hat off for a second, Jay. That's what I want you to do.
Glued on.
I can't take that off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he can have this conversation without being a Knicks fan.
But aside from that, I think Jalen Brunson's had 3 of the greatest playoff runs in a row that we've ever seen, like concurrently. Right? Like he's just a phenomenal player. We're saying playoffs included. We're not just talking about.
Yes, we're talking about playoffs.
What does he do? What does he do better than CP3 to you?
Scores the ball in the clutch. Outside of CP3 in 2017 in the beginning of the playoffs? No, 2015 well. When he was on that ankle
that had that game winner.
Yeah. Outside of that, I think that Jalen Brunson pushes your team over scoring the basketball.
We've seen Chris Paul shut the door on teams. I mean, he did that with that Denver Nugget team.
Okay, I can't name a team
when they swept them out of the playoffs.
When
that was 21 though. That's in the new decade. It doesn't count. That's in the new decade.
Paul is a way better defender. He's a way better passer.
That was the worst team in the playoffs, Phil.
That's in a different decade.
He's a comparable shooter, Chris Paul, like at least from mid range and finishing.
He is.
So, yes, he's very comparable to Jalen Brunson. What are we talking about?
I would say
Chris Paul is an all-time
I would say Chris
demon.
Paul is probably more accurate. He just doesn't shoot as many.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Yeah,
I mean,
mindset thing.
Yeah,
I mean, like rim
super fine.
Chris Paul is like right up there with like guys like Jason Kidd and James Harden. Like he is an incredible playmaker, and that playmaking advantage and also the defensive advantage. I'm sorry, like he is a higher scoring, smaller Jason Kidd. Like I'm sorry. Jason Kidd is a better player than Jalen Brunson. So I don't know what the hell. How are we getting to Chris Paul?
We're talking about in this stretch, and we're adding in the playoffs, right? In this 10-year stretch.
But this is a massive.
I mean, I evaluate players through the regular season and playoffs anyway. It doesn't need to be like stated.
I think
that's how I view.
I think Chris Paul's had like 9 seasons that are better than any Jalen Brunson season.
Also, I would be way more on your side, Jay, if Chris Paul in the playoffs was this like historical dropper. A lot of his efficiencies in the playoffs is like injuries.
It's not a knock to Chris Paul, and I'm not saying it's here.
Yeah, his availability.
No. I get it. Hey, if you feel Brunson's better.
I think he's had 3 consecutive of the greatest playoff rises that we've ever seen. Like I can name probably 2.
I think Chris Paul is better than Jalen Brunson in the playoffs.
Yeah, I've said this already, Jay. I think Chris Paul, if you told me wire for wire, he'd be, I don't know, like Steph, you want Steph or whatever, but after Steph, maybe Luka. Guards in the playoff that I'd rather have. I don't think there's a single one I would even think about.
He's one of the greatest point guards of all time. This is not even.
You know, you need to talk about Damian Lillard versus Jalen Brunson.
No, we don't.
Dame's better, but yeah,
he's not. But
what?
Huh?
Dame is not better than
Dame Kemba. No, not better. I got Brunson up here. Brunson is up here with the upper echelons of point guards. So we're talking about Dame and Kemba.
You have Kyrie and Dame above Jalen Brunson in the past 10 years?
I do.
Well, I would believe anybody that has Dame over Kyrie will have to have him above Brunson. So you think Dame is better than Kyrie?
Yeah, Dame over Kyrie, right?
Who's he talking to?
Oh,
Penn. I'm asking Penn. Oh. Do you have Dame over Kyrie?
I can't. I should, but I can't.
What is the infatuation with Kyrie Irving? Like, why do we give him so much credit and bail and
talent?
Okay,
and it's just saying he's good at basketball. That's bad.
Like talent and completion as a basketball player.
He's not good at basketball. He's phenomenal at basketball.
His and the ability to fit into so many team dynamics, dude. Like as an off-ball player, on-ball player, like he's so. You know when you say like a player is limited, Kyrie is like the opposite of limited. He's limitless.
Mr. Unlimited, Damo. Russell Wilson, shout out. Just retired.
Yeah, no, I'm not shutting him out. No.
Okay. Well, actually, I'd be curious to hear this on the other side, y'all. But we got to shout out because we do have a big game tonight. We got game 2 of the NBA Finals, and the best place that you can play, Splash Sports. Shout out to Splash Sports. The NBA is heating up, and the NBA Finals are right here. And now is your chance to get in on the action. Quick Picks on Splash Sports is the DFS game you've been waiting for. This isn't you versus some algorithm or the sports book. It's you versus other fans. Real competition, real skill. The playing field is completely level, which means you get bigger payouts and more ways to win. Just your picks against theirs. Now, last night, we took the WNBA. Shout out to Ryan Howard. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to Angel Reese. Shout out to, I think, Aaliyah Boston's who else we took. I think we did well last night. This is going to be an even better night because we're going to talk about the Spurs versus the New York Knicks. Now, remember, guys, Quick Picks on Splash Sports is the only DFS game where you're playing against other players, not the house. Now, what does that mean? You don't need a perfect entry to cash. Just get more picks right than your opponents, and you're walking away with money. One wrong call doesn't kill you. And it gets better. Splash has the highest multipliers in DFS, up to 50-time multiplier on 6-leg entries. Why would you play anywhere else? You're essentially leaving money on the table anytime you play the other guy's apps. Now, are you ready to compete? Use code CHOICE on Splash Sport and get a free $50 deposit when you play your first $5. That's right, a free $50 when you play your first $5. Link is in the description. Let's see what you're made of. Now, as y'all know, we got to get into it. This is a big night of NBA basketball. I truly have no idea what the outcome of tonight's game is going to be. And I really don't even really have like a real rooting interest, Chill. Like I'm more so just genuinely interested to see who's going to be able to pull out tonight's victory. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into it on quick picks because, man, I think there's going to be a lot of action tonight in this game. So, Chill, how are you feeling? Where do you want to get started in game 2 of the NBA Finals?
Good afternoon, Swiper. I would like a tall glass of Karl Anthony Towns rebounding, please. Thank you very much.
Karl Anthony Towns, he is at 14. Well, you can get 14.5 assists, rebounds, or you can get 27.5 points and rebounds. That's what they have available for the rebounds.
14.5 assists and rebounds.
That's guys.
You know what? I think I'm going to take the more on that. Yes, sir. I like those numbers.
Cool. We got
Yes,
more on 14.5 assists and rebounds. Jay, how are you feeling tonight? Who you want?
Give me OG Anunoby
OG Anunoby.
and whatever his points are.
14.5 points.
Give me the more. I'll take
Okay,
it.
we're taking the more. He gotten 21, 17 to 17 in the last 3 games. This should go well. Penn, you got anything you like here?
Wemby.
Victor Wembanyama. So you got available 27.5 points, 42.5 points, rebounds, and assists. What would you like?
Give me the. Ooh. Give me the 27.5.
27.5 points.
More.
We got more for Victor Wembanyama. Mars, is there anything that you like here?
Do they have Jordan McLaughlin?
No.
Actually, can I change my pick to Dylan Harper? I apologize. More for Dylan Harper.
Well, we'll keep Wemby in there since you picked that already. Dylan Harper. You want more in the points?
Yep.
12.5. Cool. 16 last game.
We got De'Aaron.
Yes, we do have
Yeah,
De'Aaron
what's
Fox.
De'Aaron at?
14.5 points.
Damn, what a fall from grace, man. We can't even expect 15. What's those assists? 5.5?
5.5 assists.
PRA 22.5 more.
23.5 more.
Oh, 23.5. Yeah, more. De'Aaron
Okay.
scored 25 today. So yeah, he got us.
All right, shouts. Damo, anything that you like on here?
Yeah, go down to Jose Alvarado.
Brother, I don't know.
He's at the very
He's
bottom.
down at the bottom.
Very
I saw him. Yeah, I
Very
saw him.
bottom.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
just
What is it?
0.5
1-3.
3 points.
Can he make a 3?
1-3.
Yeah, can
Can he make a 3?
I don't
Give
know
me
if
the
he's going to
more.
get the minutes. Damo.
Give me the more.
Oh,
Give me the
man.
more. We're betting on a Jose 3. Come on.
All right. So, y'all, today we got a big one going. We got Karl Anthony Towns, more assisted rebounds, 14.5. OG Anunoby, more points, 14.5. Victor Wembanyama, more points, 27.5. Dylan Harper, more points, 12.5. De'Aaron Fox, more points, rebounds, and assists, 23.5. And Jose Alvarado, Mr. Puerto Rico himself, 0.5 3-pointers made. This is going to be a great day on Splash Sports. Shout out to you all. I genuinely, y'all, can't wait for this game. I'm so excited to see what happens tonight. Do we got any early predictions, Chill, on what you think the outcome of tonight's going to be? What's your gut telling you?
I had the Knicks losing game 1 and winning game 2. So we're going to flip that around. I have San Antonio winning tonight. However, I'm going to say this as a former basketball player, Damo. I know what it's like to hold the ball. Even though I ain't the best player on the team, I know what it's like to hold the ball and make it clear that ain't nobody winning until we quit, especially when you rolling. And I think the New York Knicks have come in with that attitude. The way that they've been playing on a 12-game winning streak, naturally, the idea is to believe that nobody's beating us. Nobody. So I think I'm going to go away from my logic, Mars, that if they lose, we're not coming back to San Antonio. What I am going to say, though, is if they do lose, it makes it way more difficult for San Antonio than it would be if they did win. That's what I'm going to say. Yes.
Nice.
Jordan,
Hold on.
Drenchman, the Frenchman. Yeah, that's me. What's up, brother?
All right,
Hey,
there we go,
stand
Trill.
up
Way to show
stand
your
up when I
respect.
get into the room.
There you go.
Stand
Y'all
up
get
when I
y'all
get in the
ass up
room.
when I walk in here. All rise.
All
You
right.
may
I
be seated.
am stood up. I'm just small.
That's crazy. You may be seated now. Thank you so much.
I'm going to call it right now, Jay. This
in the
is what
house.
my gut is telling me. I think there's going to be a big win tonight. I think one of the teams is going to win by 8 or more points, which to me will be a blowout, like level game. Like I think it's going to get a double-digit lead. They win by 8. I think the Knicks win tonight, y'all.
Don't let the Knicks win game 2.
The Knicks gonna win. The Knicks gonna win tonight. I was listening to y'all talk. I mean, for sure. But I was listening to y'all talk. My thing is this: the Knicks have been through, and this is, I know the experience thing have been an issue for San Antonio, but I think in this setting it kind of is, because the Knicks have been through everything the Spurs pretty much have been through. Obviously, the Spurs got the best player on the planet, but the Knicks got some guys too. Like, what I tell y'all about Karl Anthony Towns last episode? Didn't I tell you that he was going to be a problem? Like, don't forget, he was the number 1 pick too.
Mm-hmm.
I think the style of play for the Knicks and how they always reach a different gear in the fourth quarter, I think that's going to give San Antonio problems, because so far, even the Thunder haven't reached a gear in the fourth quarter like they normally do. The Knicks do. They could be coasting. Jalen Brunson could be coasting. Fourth, ain't no more coasting. And we've seen them do that all postseason. So I just think with the way San Antonio have been so inconsistent, I don't see. I could be wrong, but I don't see them winning tonight.
Damo, convince me why Wemby doesn't need to play 4 of his best games of the season in order for them to win the series.
Oh no, he absolutely does. I can't convince you otherwise. Outside of the others just stepping up, I can't convince you otherwise. He has to be the best player on the court every night for them to win, in my opinion. But most importantly, let me just say, because I wasn't here for the game 1 reaction, I'm not giving him no bail. I don't care how old he is. I don't care if this is his first finals. That was a horrible performance he just had. That was a horrible performance he had game 1. Awful, putrid, stinky. What I will say, if Mitch Johnson does not change whatever defensive scheme they have to deal with Cat, they're losing in 4. Everything is predicated on how they're guarding Cat. And I don't want people to think I'm trying to give Wemby bail for getting busted by Cat. I would put 100% onus on him not being able to guard him if I didn't watch Luke Cornett go out and do the exact same thing Wemby was doing for no reason, which was, I'm gonna put my pelvis on him while he's at the 3-point line. I'm gonna get hip to hip with Cat at the 3-point line as a big, and we gonna get blown by every time, and no adjustment was made. That was a defensive scheme. That was horrible. They guard him like that, they're gone in 4. So if that gets addressed, hey, we got a 5-game series on our hands.
You almost
got me.
Question.
I mean, but chill. You remember when I was telling Trey that? Remember when Trey was up here and I said the same thing? Like, I was like, Cat can blow by pretty much any big, and he was like, "Can Cat do that? Hell yeah, he can do that."
Well, not only can he do it, he was doing it. So
yeah, but exactly, it's easy to blow by a guy who's overplaying you 34 feet from the basket. Like, this is the point.
He's not overplaying you. He can shoot 40 from 3.
But
hold up,
even if
Victor Wembanyama is
well
8 feet tall, and he could guard this from 5 feet away. Cat kind of got a flat release too. I mean, let's be real. He's not exactly arcing it over like Rasheed Wallace here, so he can contest that from about 5 feet away. He doesn't need to overplay him. Yeah. He really doesn't.
How many times y'all seen him get? How many times you seen Cat get his shot blocked?
How many times you seen him take a shot that could?
You don't need to block it. You just need to alter.
He's wide open on a lot of those shots.
I don't even think, but you're not even gonna alter that. I don't even think you're gonna alter. Cat got a quick release.
There was one he took in game 1. Now he was like a logo range, so like you can take into account the range, but like,
towards the left on the left side.
He tried to pull it. That shit missed like short as hell. Like, it's hard to get a shot over Wemby. Like,
but from the logo, from the logo too. But
I'm just saying in general, like, there's still principles.
I'll guarantee you.
As you were saying, Damo, you would still live with Damo. I'm sorry, Damo. You would still live with.
I would still live with someone like Wemby, with the physicals of Wemby, to not rely on trying to just press him at the 3-point line and get blown by, because it wasn't working. And at a certain point, and I remember, Jordan, you had this take on here. At a certain point, if you're not going to make an adjustment during the game, what are we doing? Like,
for sure.
You have to adjust on the fly. You can't go whole game. If your game plan is to play him like this, well, if that shit not working, we got to change something. This is the finals. Yeah. It's one thing if it's a random game in November on a Tuesday on a league pass in Charlotte, as Jason Tatum would say. It's one thing if it's that. But if the game plan is we're going to guard him like this, and he's killing you from possession 1 doing it, second quarter, I would have changed it.
You got to have multiple game plans.
You got to do something. And And I felt they did. They just went away from the one I felt was a better option. When they put Keldon on him and let him be physical with Cat and let Victor roam and try to help, that did better for them. Now, it didn't stop him because Cat was the best player on the court that night. But it definitely was way better. That's fine. It's not even about him being stopped or Keldon being able to stop it. It's a better look and it's better optics in terms of what they can do defensively. Dealing with Cat when you have Wemby versus just putting Wemby out there, leaving him on the island at the top of the key. And now he's not affecting anything. He gets blown by. He's just standing there like, oh, well, Brunson on defense. I'm a cone. Like, it's bad. It's the worst stuff I've ever seen in my life.
My question to you, Damo, and follow-up question is this me setting you up with the left to crack you with the overhand right? So I'm coming up with this defensive scheme to start the series. I'm not showing you all my cards, even though I feel like Mitch Johnson has done that in the past. But am I showing you this look just to show you this to set you up for something else?
No,
I don't think that's what that was. I think he was trying to live with a lesser of two evils. So he went with get Cat off the 3-point line, and then quickly realized.
How would you defend the DHO?
A downhill Cat is disgusting. A downhill Cat is actually way tougher to deal with.
He's one of the better drivers in the game.
How would you defend that DHO action, then, Damo, for you? Because that's why he was so far up. But like, what would you do in that situation with Cat if you're running DHO with Mikal or Brunson?
I'm not going to say I don't want to sit here and say Wemby play off of him or play lax, but at least play far enough so to lull him into the sense of he has a shot. Like, sure. There is no one else in the league with your measurables and your fluidity with movement to be able to deal with a shot like that. So you can trick someone into especially someone like Cat, a 7-footer who's used to pulling over people. You can convince him he has an open shot that's not really open or uncontested. That's what I would do. I would force Cat to take what I would deem bad shots versus allow him to run free, run rampant, especially not just with Wemby. Again, having that game plan with Luke Cornett and no one else is in there to protect the rim, horrible in my opinion.
But Damo, let me tell you this though. Swiper asked a great question. How would you defend that DHO? You're gonna kind of, it just depends on who's running, whether it's Brunson, whether it's Mikal. You're gonna try to have to go pretty much make the defender. You got to go under pretty much. And if they want to come off the DHO and shoot it, you got to kind of gauge it from there. Now, if you make two, I gotta change up my defense. If you miss, then cool. The problem that Wemby is a great defender, but the problem that he's gonna have against Cat is not only can Cat handle the ball, not only is he a strong driver, Wemby is built to jump straight up and down. If Cat jumps into his body and takes away what Wemby does, it's very difficult for Wemby to keep dealing with that all game long. And Cat will do that. Cat will start just jumping into him, just bumping him. He might not make it, but over time, it's going to wear you down. And that's why I was saying this is a difficult matchup for Wemby. Now, is Wemby great enough to overcome it? Absolutely. But Cat is great too. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, Cat is great as well too. It's just, he just had, the narrative around Cat has been whatever it's been, but he's a great player too. So
he does.
Yeah, but he's not. It's not that he's soft. No, I don't think Cat is soft. Yeah,
I don't think it neither.
He used to be.
In fact, I think that this series, I think that these playoffs, to be honest with you, these last 2 years in the playoffs, maybe even 3, I think that's dispelled that myth about him being soft.
Yeah.
He might not be Malone on the block or Duncan or Garnett.
He just always shot too many threes, though. That was just his only thing.
And I can appreciate that logic. But I think with Mitch Johnson crowding Cat at the long ball line, I think that he's looking for the lesser of two evils, not realizing that Cat isn't one of the better driving big men. He's one of the better driving players in the game. There's a reason Marv and I had this conversation. He led the league in offensive fouls 2 years in a row. Why? Because he gets downhill.
He's a strong driver. A very, very strong driver.
Not only is he getting downhill, Drench, he will run you over to get to
that
the
shit
rim.
Hurt. Bro, he's not no little dude. That shit hurts. That's what I'm saying. Like,
he will run you over to get to the rim.
All it really is just if Swiper was like 7 foot, that's all it would be. They look alike. So shit is like Swiper just being 7 foot and in the Knicks jersey.
If I was 7 feet, Drench would be in my entourage right now. We'd be in Paris in off season.
Motherfucker, I ain't in your entourage.
Also, the second biggest thing they need to honestly deal with if they're going to beat the Knicks, they got to find a way to have Stephon Castle fight through screens and stay on Brunson. The way in the fourth quarter, Jalen Brunson hunted
tough.
Champagnie, the way they hunted Champagnie, and I'm gonna sound like Draymond here. That is not the guy that needs to be playing defense in this moment. Stephon Castle, you are here for two reasons, really. But man, oh man, your defense is why you here. Fight through the screen. Do everything you can. I don't
understand that not fight through the screen shit.
If you're not gonna fight through it. It's one thing to where if they go ahead.
I'm trying to ask Damo a question based on that. Damo, is it worth it for you though to fight through a screen and concede a flare, for instance, which is what which Mitch Johnson might be trying to like avoid? Because then if you don't fight through the screen, then you can run a flare or you run a dive. Obviously, now you got 2 on ball, and then there's a 4-on-3 situation. Would you rather just switch it and concede that 2, or potentially give up an easier play?
I will genuinely fight through that screen to get the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hand in the fourth when he's the only one scoring.
Sure.
Someone else has to score the ball, especially in the game where everyone's shooting bad, except Champagnie. Everyone is shooting awful. Make someone, especially in the fourth, make someone else shoot the ball. Get the ball in anyone else's hands. We will live and die with OG being OG. We will live and die with Josh Hart hitting an open shot or whatever he has. We will live and die with anyone else other than Jalen Brunson in the fourth scoring the ball when he was majority of the buckets. If not all, me be saying all is hyperbolic, but it was a stretch of time where Jalen Brunson seemed like the only player scoring for the Knicks when they were closing the game, winning the game in dire moments. In those moments, I'm living with anyone else scoring. Fight through Stephon Castle. They have ran 3 screens in a row to get Champagnie on Jalen Brunson. That third time, it should not have happened.
But the problem is, Damo, if he fight through the screen, Jalen Brunson's just gonna get off the ball and go into a chase action, and then now Castle is gonna be fucked up. So it's a reason why. Like, I mean, me personally, I'm still fighting through the screen. Like, I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm gonna be like, shit, you're gonna have to get to your 3rd, 4th layer before I just concede that I'm gonna just let you have this matchup. And that's pretty much what the Knicks do. If you keep fighting through the screen, Jalen Brunson just gets off the ball quick, go right back and get it. And then now you playing catch up, and it's very hard for your team to rotate. So it's a give and take, but I do understand what you're saying.
I'd rather see that though. In the moment, I'd rather see. You gotta have to try it. Like, I'm gonna have to see it happen. Like, it has to happen to me for me to be worried about it in that moment. Because again, it was, and I could be wrong, chat. Please go, do the knowledge for me if I'm wrong. There was a solid 3 to 4 plays straight in that fourth quarter where it was just, where's Champagnie? There he is. Pick. They treated him like it was legit like watching LeBron chase Steph Curry around to get him on him so he could score. It was just, it don't matter where he is, no matter who's on him. Give me the screen. I need him on me. And Stephon Castle just let it happen. Again, I don't want to sit there and say this is a Castle thing, just like I didn't want to say it was a Wemby thing. It could just be a scheme thing. And they did, like you said, they didn't want to give up flare screens. They didn't want to give up all this other stuff. So they just lived with it. Mitch Johnson, if you're going to live with this, we're going to watch New York burn in excitement because they win in 4 games. Because y'all will not beat them with this defensive strategy. It is.
I think he's gonna make an
adjustment.
I
don't think we're talking. I think we're talking a lot about Jalen Brunson and going under screens. But just so you guys know, OG Anunoby had 12 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
12.
Damn, did he have 8 or 12? One of them. I said 8.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He got it wrong. It was 12. Brunson had 13.
He had 12 points in the fourth quarter.
They can get 20.
And the shots that OG Anunoby was hitting were shots that he's very comfortable taking. It wasn't like he was catching the ball at the end of the shot clock. It wasn't like he was catching the ball under duress. No, it was one-on-one. It was within the flow of the offense. It was Jalen Brunson getting him involved in the offense. So when that's going on, I mean, it's difficult for Castle, who also was switched on to OG Anunoby at one point. So I have to deal with him, who's 6'7" and 230, then have to fight through screens. I think that we got to get. I think that there's a different scheme in terms of defensively that we have to get. We got to get We got to get them to get Mikal Bridges involved in the offense. We got to get somebody else to beat us. It can't be OG. It can't be OG, and it can't just be.
Well, Castle's second best player, so like,
I was going to ask Mars if my take on OG Anunoby, did it age well? When I told y'all OG might need his own team. I'm just saying.
No, I still don't think that. I just think he's really good. But I think he's really good at. I think he's really good at what he does. But I don't think there's some people who are like they're perfect being complimentary. That doesn't mean they can.
Yeah, like Donovan Mitchell.
I don't think OG is nice. I don't think OG is a scale up player, but I do think in this role where he is given like some creation reps, but not anything to where he's asked to carry a large offensive burden and then be like this game breaking defensive wing. That's perfect OG Anunoby.
Bro, what if him and Kawhi was on the same team though?
They were on the same team.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about this
the
OG
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
like,
OG
not
though,
baby
not that
OG.
OG. This OG, the one that he really is OG.
This
He'd be a
Kawhi,
great third option to him.
yeah, he'd be a great third option. He will be.
I'm talking about just Kawhi, OG on the same team, and then we add a third option like Donovan Mitchell to it, and then shit.
Who's
we
passing,
win the chip
who's
then.
passing the ball in that trio? Right?
They're gonna pick up Tyus Jones to get everyone involved.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we don't need much.
That's how he gonna stay employed.
We just don't need to turn the ball over, and then we got first, second option, and then we got a great third
ask
option.
Kawhi not to turn the ball over in the fourth quarter. Good luck. Good luck. Shout out to Kawhi. I think. What do you think this game comes down to tonight, y'all? Like, is it going to be a clutch time situation game again, especially for you, Damo, as the resident Spurs fan up here and who kind of believed in this team, you know, to be in this position? If it one, is it going to be a clutch game? Two, Damo, do the Spurs have the ability to beat the Knicks in the clutch?
If they play like they did like game one, absolutely not. It's gonna come down. Honestly, it's gonna come down to the guard play. That guard trio have to show up, especially if Wemby's out there putting up stinkers in terms of shooting the ball the way he was, which I think that was a outlier. That's not happening again. But I don't want to just live in the realm of Wemby shoot better, we win. That's lazy basketball talk.
But it's true basketball talk though.
It's true, but also if the guards play better, they also would have won, in my opinion. And they're in this weird state with the Spurs where we keep bringing this conversation of what they should do with Fox compared to the two young guys, but then we constantly see this issue where, well, you have Fox to kind of be the adult in the room and keep things stable, but he's not being De'Aaron Fox. So he's not doing the things that you would need him to do in his role. So then you put the young bucks in, but the young bucks start playing like young guys. So now you're running up 12 turnovers in a matter of 3 minutes. And it's like, Lord have mercy, where's the adult? Where's the adult? The adult isn't hitting the shots. So they're in a conundrum right now. They have to fix that. De'Aaron Fox has to be the second best player for the Spurs if they're going to do something. I understand how great Dylan Harper is. I understand how great Stephon Castle is. De'Aaron Fox has to be, and I know that's hard because he's hurt, whatever it is, it don't matter. They need buckets from him. They need his ability to come through. The Knicks just dropped 4 points in a row. They just got 2 tough buckets, whatever it is. He comes down, in the lane, pull up, splat, back other way. Just anything to cut the energy, anything like that. He has to be that guy. People would think it needs to be Castle. It doesn't. Let him worry about defending. People say it needs to be Harper. It doesn't. Let him worry about being a spark plug where he can. De'Aaron Fox needs to consistently be the best guard for the Spurs on the court if they are going to win. He hasn't been that for a while, and he's definitely inconsistent.
Man, we've been saying this shit about D Fox for the last two series, brother. Maybe he just, he go down game one
during the season.
He's hurt.
Like,
and then he comes back. I'm just saying we had the same talk, and then game 2 he do something spectacular, and then game 3 is gonna be weird.
Here, can you speak to this, Jordan? Because Spanish O'Day just in a $10 super chat. Obviously appreciate it, y'all, and appreciate everybody that's contributing to the Crunch Time super chats. Spanish O'Day just said $10. Mitch needs to play Harper in crunch time. When asked why he didn't play Harper in the fourth, he had no explanation. I'm out on Fox. Play Harper before they David Blatt out of San Antonio.
He ain't getting out of San Antonio.
Yeah, that second part is garbage. But I'm saying that in that first part, though, Jordan, for you, is it that simple? There's just like the best guard needs to be on the floor at the end of the game.
I would assume he thought the best guard was De'Aaron Fox. In this opinion, like I'm assuming he thinking that. I think sometimes it's just hard for coaches to.
Who is the best guard?
Well, I mean, that's the best guard in that game, I guess, in the individual
in the game. I mean, in the game, then you got. I was just about to say that in the game, you got to go. To me, as a coach, and it's very hard to do though because you know a guy, you know his body of work, you have full confidence in him. In the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I'm gonna just go get my big brother. That's what you would normally do, but in the feel of the moment, it's a very gutsy decision to say, D Fox, you out, let the kid rock. He got it going. And that's a tough decision to make, but honestly, it's the right decision to make in that moment. So, I think you got to live with. I also think one of the things that coaches deal with is they'll have to deal with the aftermath of not playing a guy with a resume. Like, let's say he would have played Dylan Harper and Dylan Harper
how long
stunk
does
it
that
up.
work for, Jordan? Like, we're deep in the
That's
playoffs.
sports.
No, I know,
that's
but
sports
like
in general.
You weren't here yesterday. We talked about this a little bit. Damo, Penn, and Jay, please here. We're in the fourth round of the playoffs. We haven't got that De'Aaron Fox in any of these rounds consistently. None of them, and especially post ankle injury. So I guess at what point? What'd you say, Chill?
Consistently sure, but can we?
Sure.
Go ahead.
But in the first round, I think in the first round he had 2 games.
Best player.
He had 2 games, and then in the game 7 in this last round.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Wemby needs to be a lot better, and I think he will be a lot better. Okay, like when he is playing, I think this entire series entire playoffs have been dictated by gravity, right? And whether that's shooting gravity, but also center of gravity. I think Karl-Anthony Towns does some very interesting things because he is one of those rare 7-footers that actually has a pretty low center of gravity. And he bumps you off your spot and you're not expecting it. So they got to deal with him. But tonight, I really do think like the Spurs let one go in game 1. And I think they know it. They were up 13, 14 points in the third quarter. And then shit just started going south for them. Yeah. And I felt they took their foot off the gas a little bit, expecting the Knicks to just give up. And then the Knicks came back and then they looked kind of stunned. And then they just couldn't hit shots. You know what I mean? It was like suddenly 73, 74. And it's like, whoa, we losing. And the pressure started.
Do you think that the Spurs have the offense, though? Because remember, they played the Cleveland, who I think had the best.
They have the size. They have the size, and they have the defense, and they have the athleticism and the wingspan to make shit difficult.
No, so but I'm saying if they're up, though, Penn, if they're up 14, 15 in the do you think they consistently have the offense?
Yes,
to be able to
because when Wemby goes downhill, he gets fouled. Like you're not stopping.
Is he getting downhill on Cat? No, I'm being serious.
I'm being serious too. I listen to y'all say Cat's been great defensively in the playoffs, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like defensively, great. He's been great overall, but defensively, he's been good. He's been very good.
I think he's been great this run.
Okay, cool.
Not relative to him.
We'll agree to disagree. But I think if Victor Wembanyama wants to, I think he can fry him.
How?
I really do.
But in what way, though? Like that's the real question. How?
You think Wemby doesn't want to fry his matchup?
He wants to.
I think his process was.
He put up 21 shots. Of course,
okay, but what kind of shots? Fading away.
The only ones he could get. The shot that Cat's forced him into.
The best ones he could get.
No, I think honestly, it's not just that Wemby didn't hit shots. It's just I think Wemby played terribly, and I think he knows it. He himself has come out and said it. He said he's not worried. I believe him. I think. You know what this reminds me of? Honestly, I don't know if any of y'all have snakes or have had snakes or whatever. I know, Chill, you live down in Florida,
I see a snake on screen right now.
I had a pet snake. I had a pet snake.
You still owe me $100.
You had a pet snake? What kind of pet snake?
I had a pet snake. Coral snake, I think it's called. Coral snake.
You definitely did not have a coral snake. You had a corn snake.
Something with a C.
If you had a coral snake, you'd be dead.
Corn snake. Okay, corn snake.
I remember
having a snake for a pet is some lunatic shit.
Okay, cool. I had 9 snakes, and I remember this one time.
9,
of course.
Yeah,
of course.
I remember this one time I fed my blood python. Right, it's a very lazy snake, but it's a powerful snake, and it constricted its prey, and then it left it. Now, I don't believe in leaving, mice for like a few hours, so I just took it out. And it came out of its cave, and it was very pissed off. So the next time I fed it, this thing was literally coming out of the cage. It's not going to let it go twice. So it learned. I can't just leave my food for 8 hours. He's not just going to leave it there, so I got to eat my food right away.
That's a great analogy, Penn.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but
no, I'm dead ass here. That's a great analogy.
Okay, I'm glad.
That's a great analogy, Penn.
I'm glad somebody got it. So yeah, so like, sometimes I'll be very abstract with my analogies, but that's what I was thinking about when I was seeing the Spurs, because the Spurs are very long. They are absolutely capable of constricting the paint.
Focus, Damo.
Very much, right?
Size. Focus,
yeah, they have a lot of length, they have a lot of size, and that can become very overwhelming. We saw OG Anunoby struggling. We saw Josh Hart struggling. We saw Jalen Brunson struggling. We saw a lot of players struggle with that length that Wemby provides at the rim. And I think honestly, I understand the well-roundedness of the New York Knicks as it pertains to their offensive identity and all that stuff, and the number of counters they can throw at you, and they're a very formidable matchup. I never said this was going to be easy. But when the Spurs play with force, it's over.
Can they outforce the Knicks?
Yeah. Yeah, they can. They're winning tonight. I don't know if that's a secret for anybody up here. The Spurs are winning tonight.
Can we get a scientific study on
why? Because we feel like they're gonna win.
Because I know that Victor
Wembanyama again, like Trey said.
Didn't you say the thing?
He doesn't believe Wemby can have a 07 Bronze series. He doesn't believe that's possible.
You said the same thing about SGA going in the Spurs series too.
Okay, first, come on now. And honestly, it's not just Victor Wembanyama. It's just a lot of Spurs played horribly. They missed open shots.
And the Spurs have to do this, and the guards have to play well, and then Wemby has to be phenomenal, and then they also have to hit their shots. And then
both teams can play better, Jay.
And then they also have to win.
Better.
Absolutely, both teams can play better. Absolutely, Ben. Both teams.
But one of those teams will.
But the team that didn't play their best still got the W. 2 nights ago.
That's the sign of a champion, being able to win when you don't play well.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Because I think we all agree both teams didn't play really good in game one.
Spurs played but one team won that game. Name me one Spur that played great.
Dylan Harper, Champagne.
Dylan Harper played really great in the first half. I'll agree with that.
He didn't get no touches in the second half.
You know what?
Dylan Harper,
because the Knicks
Harper
adjusted.
had a good game.
It's not that he didn't get touches because the Knicks adjusted to him. It's not
just hey, Luke Cornett too. If we're doing that,
you know what? I hope the Spurs win, and I'm gonna tell you why, Mars. Because if the Spurs win, sorry, Jay, but if the Spurs win, then my take about that championship DNA, that shit gonna live on. The Knicks ain't got no championship DNA. Well, they got some college championship DNA. And Mike Brown. Oh, never mind. We back with Spurs. OG
ain't even play. So just because he in the vicinity, that championship DNA.
Yeah, that's the DNA. And Mike Brown. OG and Mike Brown. Oh yeah. Okay, we back.
Can you imagine Patrick McCall on the team today? Yeah, they got
championship DNA. Hell yeah. If anybody got it, he for sure got it. That motherfucker won 3 championships in a row.
That's the only 3 pieces Kobe and Shaq.
If I go to a finals game, Jordan, if I attend the finals game and then I go coach my kids.
If Mike Brown has that,
you know who was at the finals?
That's different.
You know who was at the finals?
He was in the building.
Derek Queen was at the finals.
It's actually more
I did see Derek Queen at game 1. I was
more championship.
He was attending.
With the Knicks than it is.
See Jose Alvarado
with the Knicks.
With the Knicks and the Spurs.
And it is with the Spurs. So you got Mike Brown, like you just said.
Yeah.
And you got OG Anunoby. And I don't know if y'all know this, but Chris Gent was on that 94 team that won the NBA championship with the Rockets. He's assistant coach for the Knicks. He was on that crew.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that.
Chris Gent was on that crew. Yes, sir.
Rashard Lewis is on the Spurs crew, though.
Mm-hmm. Rashard Lewis was on that Spurs team.
By the way, Chill, just so you know, fun stat. It's not my stat. Shout out to Nick Wright. First things first. This is where I got it from, so credit them. Can I say, friend Chris Broussard, friend Nick Wright. Shout out to them. Did you know that this is the first time, Damo, in the 6th series the Spurs have played that they have been down in the series, Mars?
First time since when?
In the 6th series they played since '99. They've never been down in the series before. They've only been tied or in the lead. Because
they lose series.
No, they lost to I'm saying
let's try this again, Swiper.
Yeah, it was. Let me get it back. Let me get it back for you. It was.
Come on back.
It's a very. I think it might have been at home. I can't remember.
It's a very specific stat.
It was. Let me find it for you.
That means some bullshit.
Because I've watched the Spurs lose series.
No. It's not. It's not.
Why did they lose there?
Why you looking for it? I can provide an actual factual stat.
Go ahead.
It isn't hard.
No.
Game 1.
Good, yo.
Game 1 was the first game this playoffs where Wemby didn't win a jump ball. That's what I knew.
Yeah,
I saw that. I'm not gonna lie.
After I asked Swiper about that
stat. Jordan, I literally thought about you when that happened.
As soon I just asked Swiper about that on X. Well, I asked him about that tweet, and the dude sent me the stats that he only lost 3 for the whole season.
Which, by the way,
now he lost this one.
I got a question. $1,000 to win 100.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that to you, Damo. Is there a money line on Wemby winning the tip?
Yep.
It is now.
It was negative 1,000.
You can put money on anything. Yeah.
I was like, you can put money on Wemby tying his shoe. You
just might be the only one putting money on it, but it's
I
cool.
wonder if anyone put any money on someone invading the court in game 1. They might want to.
Oh, that was so scripted.
Probably the guy that invaded the court.
Yeah,
You know
the dude did that for the Super Bowl
because he angled down.
A horrible picture. It's a funny picture though.
No.
I mean, he didn't account for Wemby's 7'6"ness. Yeah, he didn't account for the 7'6".
Well, no. I need y'all to understand that dude. I'm sorry. That dude is we can call him stupid. People can get on him about whatever. That was extremely dangerous. Let me tell you.
He gonna make a lot of money off that.
Hey, Buddy already is a plus 125,000 sub, 125,000 subs on YouTube as of yesterday after posting whatever he posted.
Oh, he's a YouTuber?
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. And Buffalo Wild Wings has officially announced that he is welcome to any establishment and he can watch the rest of the finals on them, on their dime. I said, man, if this ain't America, boy, oh boy, because let that, you know what?
You know when that happened,
stupid people famous. Can we please?
For sure. But you know how that happened.
Keep doing that. I'm trying to get bread.
Pen, say it one more time, but they ain't hear you in the back, Pen.
Can we please stop making stupid people famous?
Why didn't he get blitzed like Lawrence Taylor chasing the quarterback? Why didn't he just straight get blindsided?
Here's the thing, chill. If I'm looking, chill. Imagine some dude, right, sitting, I don't know, on his couch. He ain't never been noticed by anybody. He never had a date. He don't got no friends. He don't got no money. Now he realizes, wait a second. You telling me that I could go and jump on the court and get everything I've ever wanted? Because you know some girl is gonna sleep with you because you did that shit. You know some girl
I don't know if she gonna do that because of that.
I mean, she might not sleep with you. She might give you a hand job
or
something. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, I
don't know if she's gonna be like, yeah, you the dude that ran on the court. He goes some ass.
No, the relevance that you are chasing is on the other side of dysfunction, and I feel like we are priming young people to, unfortunately, gain notoriety by any means necessary. And I'm sorry, you know what? There's got to be some differentiation between winning a Nobel Prize and, I don't know, having sex with 1,000 men. There's got to be a difference between these two fucking things.
I know exactly.
There is a difference. I know the one who did that. I don't know who just won the last Nobel Prize.
What?
That's the point.
There's a difference. I definitely know one and not the other.
What we're doing is we're awarding idiocy. That's what we're doing. We're awarding people being ridiculous. And I promise you, that dude, no question about it, he should have been Aaron Donald. His ass should have been blitzed right from the blind side. Bam!
And only in America, Damo, I'll say it. Can you do that? Get banned from an arena and get arrested, and then Buffalo Wild Wings is out here like, "Hey, I'll pay for your food."
Only in America.
You got a gold card.
They're gonna make a statement and say, "Hey,
we're retract it." Yeah,
of course.
But
they secretly gonna do it though.
And so we clear, because all it is a trespassing charge. That's it. It ain't nothing else about a trespassing charge.
That's if you think she ain't dropping draws when she see that platinum Buffalo Wild Wings card,
you feel me? Come on, Damo.
It depends on the size of the woman, Damo.
He just you know.
He in Texas already.
230 this shit.
In Texas. Shit.
I mean,
they are San
Antonio.
We got a $20 super chat that I know
sure.
Damo wants to answer from Honcho7612. Not gonna lie, Wemby not getting that. He's 22 years old, bail like Braun did for me if they get smoked. Everyone put him in best in the world talk without seeing at least 2 best in the world postseason runs from him. When Braun, no one really said he was best in the world to 2009. And Damo said he's not giving excuses, but go ahead.
I'm not giving excuses, but you know what? I don't care for people like you. You're a LeBron and Jordan fan. This is the type of shit I see Jordan fans say about Bron. Like, you've lived long. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And you as a LeBron stan, because that's what you are to say some dumb shit like that. You as a LeBron stan, you have just openly told everyone in the Player Choice community, I am now the new Jordan stan. I'm the new age Jordan fan. Why? I don't know. What does LeBron got to do with this? All right, buddy. Wemby played bad. We say he played bad. No one up here gave him any excuse or bail. And you was quick to put that out a while ago. I've been seeing that. That was to open the show. You don't know what anyone had to say about Wemby, the fact that he sold, anything like that. You just assumed, oh, it's gonna be bail for him. Y'all so hyped to put him up, and we'll be so quick to cut him. Well, I'm not cutting him down. That's my future goal. But regardless, who cares?
Imagine
I'm
sending
not
your
doing
money
that.
in.
There's
for
also a
Super
lot
Chat
of
and get
people
fried.
who will tell you
by
that
Damo.
Bron's been the best in the league since 07, by the way. There's also just a lot of people.
Hey,
Yeah,
chill.
people don't
Imagine
do
you
that.
sitting in a super chat and getting fried by Damo for 10 minutes for no reason.
He was. I know Don was supposed to be my arch nemesis in here, but he do be talking sometimes. He do be talking.
Appreciate
Sometimes.
Damo, have I become a
Tip my hat.
LeBron stan when I was a Jordan guy? Have I become that?
Chill, you got so many different pins on your jacket. I don't even know, man. Yes, you did. You have turned into a LeBron guy. But you know what? And I will say this. And
There's a difference between a LeBron guy and a LeBron stan.
Yeah, there's a difference between LeBron guy and LeBron stan. But chill,
Sure.
I will say this. I've said this about you since I met you. You are the epitome of what we need when it comes to the older regime of basketball fans in terms of today's world when it comes to talking basketball. Because yes, you have what you like, you have your ways, you have whatever it is. But one thing I've never seen from you have always showed love to the new guys. You have always tried to bridge the gap between, I love the way OG play. You know what it remind me of? Jimmy Slim Jim shots from back in the day. Money mid-range. Hey, the money mid-range game he had back in 72. You bridge that gap so elegantly because so many other people from your era will dead ass sit here and just act like there's nothing good about basketball.
Is Victor Wembanyama better than George Mikan?
Uh-oh.
Let us know.
As you were saying,
Didn't he say that Moses Malone? Wait, Mars, didn't the same person that said Moses Malone better than Jokic?
Yes, I did say
yes.
that. Yep.
Hey man, he's still an OG. You gotta get off
He
sometimes.
still believes that.
Yeah, I did say that Moses
And
Malone.
I mean, Chill just overrates Moses Malone. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I did.
We overrate players all the time. I overrate players.
I
was
never
that?
overrate players.
Right?
Who did you say Drexler in his prime and Wade? That what it was?
Yes, I did say that.
Yeah, I wasn't here that day, but I read the comments.
I did
Yeah, I'm
say
not
that.
even gonna ask what that was about. I'm just gonna leave it down there.
Yeah, that's what that was about. Mm-hmm.
But you deserve your
That
flowers.
doesn't-
Chill.
That
You
doesn't-
deserve your
that doesn't-
flowers.
That doesn't mean because let me tell you who Swiper is because Big Ox has said it a number of different times. Swiper is 100% the instigator. He's Don King. He's actually worse than Ron. He just speaks different than Ron does. That's number one.
How
Number
does Ron
two,
speak?
you've heard Ron speak a number of different times. He just speaks differently than Ron does. That's
Chill.
number
Chill.
two. Yeah.
Chill.
Number two, he is the class clown. He will start some shit and then go sit in the back of the class.
When have I done that? When have I done that?
You did it with Jimmy Butler and
As long
Kawhi.
as we are
100%
quoting
did it
Batman
with Kawhi
quotes,
Leonard
I'll
and
give you
Jimmy
one
Butler.
from The Dark Knight. Some
So-
people just like to watch the world burn. That's Swiper.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, but
Because
I
it's-
like to watch you burn the world down. That's the difference.
Oh.
Is you are the fire. I just watch. I don't even do anything. You yourself. Look at that.
I'm
see?
with you, Damo. I'm with
See,
you.
look,
I was
see,
there.
he
I
said
didn't
he
know
double.
where
He
he
said he
was
was
going.
turning a new leaf. He said he was turning a new leaf a week and a half ago. Mars, tell me I'm lying. He
I
said a
did
week
turn
and a
a
half
new leaf.
ago. I'm not conflicted with nobody anymore. I'm not fighting with nobody anymore.
Mhm.
I'm turning a
Not.
new leaf. And then you said somebody up here needs to go work out.
Yeah, I told Mars to go work out. That's friendly advice for a friend. It's good for your brain to work out. Swiper, you know that. Shut
He
up.
did say the second part. You can't misquote now, Swiper. That's wrong. He did say it'll get your brain going. He said that immediately after. Misquoting is
It
wrong.
also elevates your mood, right?
That's
I'm
true.
I'm out here trying to motivate a friend, and you calling me a hater. That's some hater shit.
Mm.
Bless you, OG.
Appreciate that. Bless you. Thank you, Honcho, for that super chat. We got another one. Tupac Westside 474, $10. Happy Friday, fellas. Heading out of town to see my family. Can't wait for game 2. Let's see what adjustments both teams make. All reports say AR was over 200 mil. Damo. Don't know if that's true. Damo.
Damn, Damo.
Hey,
No more
Hey.
discounts.
shitting me. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna say it like this. There was only one man there the day the Lakers signed an undrafted free agent, and I looked him up and seen that his nickname was Hillbilly Kobe coming out of college, and I said, "That's our new white boy. We don't got Alex Caruso no more. This is our new white boy." There was only one man there that did that. That was me. If there was ever someone who believed in Austin Reaves before anyone, it was me. I'm telling you now, if they give that boy that money, I'm pulling up the crypto, and I ain't gonna say that.
You gonna run on the court?
watching. Hey, I'm gonna run on the court, and I ain't taking pictures. I'm looking for Rob Pelican. Let me tell you, there is no world where we're paying Austin Reaves that money, and we got Luka right here. I'm sorry, no. Hey, All power to you, brother.
They can play together, somewhere, right? Like they can play together.
No. They can't play together. Not when they both making a combined $1 billion. I'm not on that tax dollar. Not on that tax.
You don't think Austin Reaves worth $200 million?
Not for the Lakers, no.
What was it, 5 years or 4 years?
5 years, 240.
5 years, 240. No.
What was that, 42 a year? No.
It's not even that much money.
A year?
It's almost it's 40. It's almost 50.
48 a year.
No. I can scale it back. Take.
He almost made all NBA last year.
Yeah,
so he's making
only count for hand grenades,
$12 million right now.
He's making Lowry Markkinen money
and landmines too, Damo.
Making Lowry Markkinen money.
And Lowry signed that deal years ago, and he got squeezed the first time, Damo.
What does Lowry Markkinen got to do with me?
No, I'm saying just in terms of the scale, in terms of how much he's making compared to like what that gets you in the NBA.
If he wants to go to Chicago for $240 for 5 years or whatever the max will be anywhere else, it's not the Lakers. I feel like we can offer him the most because
it'll be 4 year about 180 somewhere else.
If you want to go sign that somewhere else, go ahead, go to Chicago.
If I'm the Pistons,
anywhere else, bro.
If I'm the Pistons, I'm trying to go Austin Reaves.
Ben said that.
If they can, I'm gonna say if they can, because aren't they talking about giving JD his money?
Yes.
I'm taking Austin Reaves before I take Jalen Durant.
I agree, but I don't think that's what they're doing. But regardless, 42, no, I'm good on that. Scale it back to 30 something. And when I say 30 something, I mean I might say when I say 30 something, I mean less than 35. So
Damo ain't saying that he ain't worth 250. I ain't saying that.
I think 35 is fair.
Baby girl, I ain't saying that you shouldn't eat at Roof Chris.
I think you should take a discount.
I ain't saying that you can't.
Why
He took a discount the first time.
You want to get a second time? Are we trying to win or what? I'm trying to get paid.
You want to win? You better go somewhere else.
$35 million. That's getting paid.
Yeah, but I could get 48.
If you want to win, you better go somewhere else.
Go to Utah for 48. Go anywhere else for 48 then. I'm not going to handcuff you here. I'm telling you I'm speaking from the perspective of what the Lakers need to do for their future if they want to win. And that is not paying Austin Reaves all that money that he wants. If he want to stay, he got to take some type of discount.
What's the market value? Damo, okay, you're not a Laker fan. We're talking strictly business and we're talking numbers. We got an all NBA caliber player, right? That's what we got. Let's take the name off the table. We got an all NBA caliber player, great with the basketball, awesome shooter, deficient on defense, is a really good playmaker, has been a playoff dropper. What's fair market value for this guy?
If I take the Laker hat off of me, if I'm looking around and I already, you know what, we're going to remove the Lakers from it. If I know I have a need for a guy to be my number one, maybe number two scoring option, a guy that's going to get buckets, a guy that, in my opinion, given the chance, can put butts in seats. Austin Reaves is pretty marketable. Not gonna lie. Austin Reaves is one of those guys I think can turn into a pseudo money bag for somebody if they
put him on a moniker.
Right.
What you're saying? We can put his name on a moniker.
Okay. I definitely think you can.
Okay, we can put his name on a moniker.
If I'm a team that's in need of that, $50 million a year. He's worth every penny. He is worth every penny that he's asking for, in my opinion, based off of things you get outside of the court when it comes to Austin Reaves. That is possible. I'm not gonna lie. In this new, I'm seeing a lot of scrunched up faces and looks of disbelief. Am I saying something crazy?
I'm listening to you.
I'm still trying to register. You can put him on the moniker. Like, where is the moniker? Kansas? Alabama? Where the hell is it?
Who the fuck is paying to see Austin Reaves?
Wasn't people saying that about Jalen Brunson?
They were 100% saying
that.
Okay.
That's Jalen Brunson. Right?
Jalen Brunson turned into that though.
Jalen Brunson was not that when y'all got him. In terms of the perception, he wasn't. Everyone said y'all overpaid when y'all got him for a discount.
Everyone said that.
I promise you, as God is my witness, there's nobody right now in Boston saying, you know what, I gotta watch the Knicks game tonight. Jalen Brunson coming. Nobody's saying that. Nobody in Toronto is like, oh my God, the Knicks are. The Knicks are an iconic franchise. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That element of the Knicks are in town. Jalen Brunson not bigger than the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
If Giannis Antetokounmpo was on the Knicks, we can talk about it. That's different. If LeBron in his prime was on the Knicks, that'd be bigger. If Wemby was on the Knicks right now, we could talk about it.
Hold on.
But the idea of like some people have an old school definition of a superstar. A superstar is a player who sells road games. I don't know. Jalen Brunson ain't that player. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't nobody sitting here trying to watch bobblehead.
A lot of people like watching Jalen Brunson play basketball.
Jalen Brunson still attracts a lot of dollars.
Like watching him play basketball. I said you're not paying $250 premium tickets to watch him play basketball.
Of course they are. People right now are paying. They're paying
thousands of dollars to watch him.
They're paying $100,000 for courtside seats to watch him right now.
Well, what he's saying is that's the Knicks market doing that. It's not particularly.
But of course, it's Jalen Brunson. No, of course it is.
And so Jay,
but it's the Knicks market. Right? Like you pay $100,000 to see.
You don't think people are? No, wait. Time out. Chill. You don't think people are paying $1,000 to watch Jalen Brunson play?
$1,000 is different. I think that's completely.
No, it's not.
I'm paying $17 of that
$50,000 for me to go to this game.
You crazy?
Jalen Brunson's the best player in this team. He might be the best player in the series. Maybe or second. And I'm watching him play. And he's going to close the game. I'm going to watch Jalen Brunson.
I think I do. And as good as Jalen Brunson is, I think it's the Nick allure more than it is him.
Right. That's what we're saying.
No.
I do think that.
Absolutely fine.
Absolutely. But go ahead, Damo.
You know, a lot of people lining up to watch Jamal Murray play. Like it's the same shit. Like what are we doing here?
At the end of the day, comparable. At the end of the day, it is a player that went to a team that has prestige, that once they became relevant, became a player that got a lot of dollars. I can see Austin Reaves going to Miami, and I'm not saying doing the same thing that happened for the Knicks, but being a very marketable player for Miami. They did it with Tyler Hero. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like, you don't have to be a superstar to be marketable. You don't have to be a superstar to bring in dollars for a team. So, again, I do see there are places and spaces Austin Reaves can go where he can attract dollars for that team that they didn't have before. Not necessarily because the market is so great for Austin Reaves, but I am this team, and once we are doing well, more people will come and more people will want to watch us or whatever the case is. Someone just said the Nets. If he goes to the Nets and they become a 7th seed, the market dollar around Austin Reaves' name as the best player on that Nets team will be tremendous for them. He's bringing hella money for them.
So with that being said, Damo, Austin Reaves has never played for the Lakers. He's a free agent. How did you feel about him coming to the Lakers? And what's the price tag?
He's never played for the Lakers.
Never played for the Lakers, but he's getting busy. He's getting busy.
But he has the same resume.
He did this.
I would have the same thoughts.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's
he's
cool.
He's a free agent.
If he had the same track record but just didn't play for the Lakers, so he did
that in Detroit.
He did that in Detroit, or he did it in Chicago, or he did it wherever else.
Sure.
If he did what he did for the Lakers anywhere else, I would have the same sentiments I have about Austin Reaves.
Okay, Damo, you Rob Pelinka. Okay, right now I'm calling you. I'm the San Antonio Spurs. I got a deal. I got a deal for you. Okay, how you feel about De'Aaron Fox sign and trade for Austin Reaves?
Hell no.
My God. We'll pay him $42 million. Y'all take De'Aaron Fox.
Hell no.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to be making 60.
Don't ever tell me you're serious about winning again, Damo. Like,
what do you mean I'm not serious about winning? Again, why am I taking De'Aaron Fox to play next to Luka? I need defenders. I need people to play D. Again, if I'm Rob Pelinka,
De'Aaron Fox is defend.
First of all, hold on. That's fine. I'm not talking about defend compared to Austin Reaves. I'm talking about to the rest of the field and the rest of the league. Yes, De'Aaron Fox can defend. I need a defender. I need somebody whose job it is to defend.
What y'all got Marcus Smart for?
There are other players in the league.
Trade him.
You wouldn't take a deal. Hold on, Marshall. You wouldn't take a deal where you very clearly upgrade.
Clearly upgrade what?
Everything aside from shooting the basketball.
Passing? Is he a better passer than Austin Reaves?
Austin Reaves is an underrated passer, but I'm
not as high on De'Aaron to where this
I'm about
is
to say,
a no-brainer trade to me.
I mean, De'Aaron Fox is a fine player. It's just, again, I'm thinking the context of Luka, I would think, at least for how the league is treating him, he's going to have the ball in his hands most of the time. He's going to be your lead guard, which I don't think it should be a thing, but regardless, I need somebody whose job it is to guard the other team's best guard and to be able to play alongside Luka, alongside Luka. That's it.
Okay. If contracts were not a thing, would you prefer Casey Wallace to Austin Reaves?
Yes.
If contracts, okay.
Yes.
And people think I'm crazy. And people think I'm crazy when I say Casey Wallace will go for 3 first-round picks and we'll get an extension well north of $30 million. He absolutely will.
Is not a GM, to be fair. So we don't.
I ain't gonna lie. Somebody send me the link in or whatever Indeed site they be.
I wish you was to
get these jobs.
I
promise you, some of these dudes, this nepotism got to stop at the NBA because these dudes are horrible at their jobs. Like god awful at their jobs. Give me a shot.
Knicks did a great job with nepotism. Knicks just went to the finals off of nepotism. Nepotism works.
That would be a great reality. That would be a great reality TV show if they gave like a fan who had above average basketball knowledge like a week to run an NBA team.
We actually had that on
Build-
NBA TV. They were
building
doing
a
that.
championship in a
doing
week.
that. They were doing that. How these guys would be in the war room and all that good stuff. But since we're on the subject of nepotism, I mean, we did talk about, you know,
You wouldn't get anything done.
We're talking about James.
that.
We're talking about James and his son. We're talking about Giannis, and we're talking about Giannis and
All five of
his
his
brother.
brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
We're talking about Giannis and his brother. Damo, I think it's interesting that Jalen Brunson goes to the Knicks. One of the stipulations was,
My daddy need a spot on the
I mean, I'm just
spot on the
saying.
bench.
I
He
mean,
need a spot on the bench.
I'm saying, I'm coming there.
It's worth it.
I mean,
Mike
they hired
Brunson's a
him
great
before.
coach. He's been around for a long
Absolutely
time.
is. Absolutely. But in order for this to work, I need you to hire my father.
Wait, Rick didn't go there first?
He did go there first.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rick was there first.
I'm pretty sure
It was. I think it was a few weeks before. So they hired him. Like,
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it was
okay,
a few weeks before, or like a month before.
think
But
that was a
that's why.
coincidence?
But by the way, that's why they got docked for the tampering.
You
Just
think
an FYI.
that was not a
The-
coincidence. That a couple.
No,
weeks
it was not a
before-
coincidence. Leon Rose,
Yeah.
that whole connection. It's
Yeah.
been well documented. They already. I mean, technically, they got docked.
It was a handshake deal, basically.
The
Yeah.
tampering was done,
Yeah.
Sure.
right?
Absolutely.
But may I just say, the Dallas Mavericks, historically, what a funny franchise. Can I just say that? What a fucking funny franchise. This is a franchise that did not pay Steve Nash and then watched him win back-to-back MVPs
Walk
because
out
they
the
didn't think
front
he
door.
was good enough.
Walk
This is
out
a
the front door.
franchise that traded away Luka Doncic. This is a franchise.
You skipped it.
that-
You skipped. They traded Tyson Chandler out to the title, like for no reason.
For no reason.
For no
it was
reason.
expensive. They traded Tyson Chandler, who's still serviceable. This is a team that, frankly, it's weird when you grow up and you learn what a team is, right? Like Chill, like your first introduction to what is the Chicago Bulls, probably a joke, right? My introduction to what is the Los Angeles Lakers, what is the Boston Celtics. Like when I was growing up, the Boston Celtics are the team you support if you're white. You know what I mean? Like that's what I heard from people, right?
Damn.
Like
No, that
straight
was-
up,
that was
the
100%
'90s was a
thing.
thing,
That was
bro. And
100%
that's
a
that
I
was
wasn't there,
what-
my
that was-
fault.
Yeah, the
that was
Boston
what was
Celtics.
going on.
To Penn's point, the Boston Celtics, for
So the
lack of a
Dallas
better term,
Mavericks,
they were the white
when I
boy
was coming
team.
up,
That's what they were.
Yeah,
Mm.
the Dallas
They were-
Mavericks
they
when I
were
was
the
coming
white
up,
boys.
were
I'm
a
glad
joke.
they haven't gotten one in any one of the four great whites of the
Yeah.
of the 2000s. I'm glad none of them ever went there because
Mhm.
that would have been terrible. Yeah, they didn't get Dirk, even Nash. I'll add him to that. Luka, and they didn't get Jokic. They didn't get any of them, and they didn't get Cooper Flag. Thank goodness.
Four great whites.
Yeah, those are the four great whites of the 2000s.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
They were calling something else, but I hear you. I'm with you. So
say four
You
great
forgot
whites
the
is fun.
fifth. You
So the
forgot
Dallas
the fifth.
Mavericks
Flag?
growing up, they were a joke.
Oh, the sixth.
Straight
I'm
up.
sorry.
They
You
were a
didn't say
joke.
Cooper, so you forgot the sixth.
Who's the six?
Matas Buzelis.
All right.
that's a name.
So I want to do something real quick, y'all. Kadamo, you're gonna be the rest of the show.
Oh no.
No, okay. Well, I want to do this now then, just to make sure. Chill. Have you seen the 82-0 game, Chill?
I have not seen the 82-0 game. No, sir.
Okay. Well, Mars, you've seen the 82-0 game, correct? All right.
I could just
And
look at
have you-
Maul's face and know that this is ridiculous already. So
It's a
this sound
stupid game.
it sound like some
I mean, shout out to the
It's
game.
fun.
Shout out to the game. Shout out
It's
to the
fun.
game.
sound like some bullshit. But
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
listening.
nice little fun segment. Penn, you've seen it? Jay, you've seen it?
Yeah, I see.
What
not.
game?
The 82-0 game? Have you
What is
seen
the
it?
80
I've heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's-
literally,
that's fun.
what
Damn,
it
Mars.
is, it gives you an opportunity to draft the best possible team to go 82-0.
Mm.
Is what it is. Now you have two different styles here, Chill. You can do classic. It shows you all the stats, which is
We're doing hoop IQ. We're doing
yeah,
hoop
right. I'm just explaining it. All the stats, so it tells you basically all the numbers you need to know for who in what era on what team, what they average. Hoop IQ, pure basketball knowledge based on your knowledge of the era and the team that is played.
Mm.
Okay,
Sure.
so Chill. We're gonna play at least a couple rounds of this game, and we're gonna see if we can draft the best possible team together. While
Okay.
Damo is up here.
Okay.
So
Can
the
you
way it
accept
works
cookies
is,
real quick?
what'd you say, brother?
Can you accept the cookies in the bottom right, please?
No, I'm not accepting those. No. The way it works is, Chill.
Focus, Mars.
We're gonna press the spin.
Yes, sir.
It's based on basically points, rebounds, and assists. You got to put together the
That's
best
steals and
possible
blocks.
team. And steals and blocks. So basically,
rebounds,
pure
assists,
numbers and
blocks. Sure.
stats
Yep.
on every position.
Basically,
all gonna-
basically, if you get Wilt, you win. Basically,
Yeah, that's been one of
Essentially.
them. Yeah. So, all right. First spin. We have Boston in the
In
2020s.
the 20s.
so it's gonna be Jason Tatum.
It gotta be Tatum. Yeah, gotta be
Oh,
Tatum.
2020s. Okay. Ooh.
You thought 1920?
There was no
Boston.
Curly
the
Williams.
NBA wasn't around at that point, but yeah, for sure.
Curly Williams.
You said who?
I said
Jason
Curly
Tatum.
Williams from the 1920s.
All right, so this consensus, Jason Tatum.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll take Jason Tatum in the 20s.
Yeah, it'll have to be Jason
Yes, sir.
Tatum.
Mhm.
All right, so we got Jason Tatum putting the power forward or small forward.
Small forward.
Small forward, yeah.
The 3.
All right, small
Yes,
forward.
But you can't change it. You can't change it
you
after.
can.
You can't change it.
You
can.
But we need the
Okay.
rebounding for the power forwards because you got to manipulate the game. So we need like a power forward who gets like 12 rebounds.
Right.
The 82.
Mm-hmm.
And they have
Fine.
contested rebounds.
Yep. Next
Yeah,
thing,
they don't care about that shit. Get as many uncontested ones as possible, please.
we have the Washington Wizards in the
Respin,
1990s.
Man. Respin, man. Respin.
So Joe, also you get one opportunity to change the team. And you get one opportunity to change the era. You can use both on one, or you can do them separately and do one on a different.
Change the team. Change the team.
Respin the 90s and pray we get like the Bulls or the Rockets or some shit.
No, change. I would change the
I mean,
team.
respin the Wizards.
Yeah, we gotta change the team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Respin
Change
the
the team
Wizards.
because if you get
okay.
Ben
All right.
Wallace.
We're using our first respin. Dallas in the 1990s.
No, they were even worse.
Fuck.
Oh.
Michael Finley.
Damn, it's over.
Didn't Dirk get
man.
drafted 97, 96?
99.
Yeah, but he was
His
averaging like
numbers are
10
so
points.
low.
His numbers was bad. His numbers was bad.
It's gonna have to be Michael Finley.
So we
1999.
have the ability to respin the era if we want, but we don't have any more respins the entire rest of the draft.
No.
Nah,
we're
let's
gonna
not
have
waste
to
the
get. We're gonna have to
respin,
get
nah.
the first 2 years of Jason Kidd's.
Sure. Anybody
who
in this
would've-
era
who-
that you're thinking of?
Wait a
off the top
second.
of
Who
your head?
would have been the 90s pick for the Wizards? Would it have been? Could it have been? Could
It would have been Weber. It would have been Weber.
Okay.
It would have been Weber or Rod Strickland.
Damn.
Yes.
Weber would have actually been okay.
Yeah, it would have been Weber.
Is it
I was
actually gonna be?
I was actually
If
liking
only
Weber.
it was the 2000s.
Yeah.
I would have picked 40-year-old Michael Jordan.
So
We've already lost, man. We've already
this
lost.
Dallas team, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to say at the point guard, Jason Kidd. Yes.
So I'm trying to think anybody else who would be possible here.
Dennis Scott.
I mean, shit. You can go Steve Nash.
Hell no.
By the way, you could.
I'll take Jason Kidd at the point guard spot.
Steve Nash, we good.
Mhm.
So is it J. Kidd or Michael Finley? Well, Jason Kidd, right? Because Michael Finley's a forward.
I think I could do better than Michael Finley. I think I could do better than him.
So yeah, we probably do Jason Kidd.
Chill. 1999, Michael Finley was cold.
Yes, he wasn't colder than Jason
So
Kidd.
are we going with Jason Kidd unanimous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, we've already lost. We might as well just speed run this one.
All
Let's
right.
hope that-
Wait. We haven't already lost.
We've lost.
I mean, it's pretty
let me
close,
tell
bro.
you.
We lost when we got Jason
Brunson
Tatum.
Jordan.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We lost when we got
Even
Jason.
with, I'm about to say, even with Brian Jordan, we still losing 8 games, 5 games, depending on how this goes.
Unless we literally get Wilt,
What's up,
yeah.
Jordan? My bad.
Braun. If we get Wilt, Braun, MJ, we got hope.
Okay.
All right, so Jason Kidd.
Okay, at the point guard.
I
Yep.
come back and we playing video games and shit.
Mhm.
All right. Good clip segment. Next up, we got Minnesota in the 1990s.
Jeez.
Will we have a chance to
Terrell
change?
Brunson. It's
No,
gonna
we-
be KG, but
We got KG.
Kevin Garnett,
KG,
right?
We got KG.
Yeah,
KG
it's
got
gonna be
drafted in like
98.
96, though. Like,
Who?
Yeah,
KG?
yeah, you're
He
gonna,
got
gonna
drafted
get
in
his
95.
first 2 seasons, but once you get to 98 and 99, he was still like 20 and 12. So
Yes, I'll take KG at the 4 spot. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
we doing
This
Kevin
team
Garnett?
is disgusting.
It's the best we got, Jordan.
Nigga, we wouldn't go 60 and 0 with this
Garrett.
motherfucking team.
All right, we got 2020.
he might be below 500. I ain't gonna lie.
1990
Kidding me
Jason
right now?
Kidd,
No.
And then 1990s Kevin Garnett,
We still got 2
Or-
picks, y'all.
our fourth player. Portland in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
Drex at the shooting guard. That's easy.
Man, we winning 38 games this year.
Oh,
Man,
y'all
I'm not
hating
gonna lie. Next
hard.
time we should try and go 0 and 82.
We got to get Sam Bowie.
Drex at the shooting guard spot. Yes, sir.
Y'all hating.
All right, Drexler.
Mhm.
This team
Uh,
doesn't beat the Phoenix Suns.
And last spot that we're going for.
That's where we get Wilt. Oh.
Okay, we
Spurs,
can.
Got to be
Spurs.
Terry.
Spurs in the
the
2010s.
Spurs and-
Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
It has to be a big. It has to be a
That's
center.
big
It has to be a
though, yeah.
center.
Kawhi's not good because
Fuck.
Kawhi was averaging 12 points when he first came in. It's gonna be
This
averaging like
might be LaMarcus, y'all.
It's gotta be LaMarcus. Like logically, it's gotta be LaMarcus Aldridge.
Or DeJuan Blair.
2010s.
What
Yeah,
season
it's
do
gotta
they
be LaMarcus
factor?
Aldridge.
Hang on.
It's actually
What-
the whole time frame. It's not just your best year. It's the whole thing. So Kawhi in the 2010s for the San Antonio averages like 14 points.
Yeah, 14 and a
Can,
half.
can,
I did it.
can we take the best version of Tim Duncan in the 2010? How about 2013?
That's what I thought it
get
was.
2010 to 2016.
Okay.
Or
All right.
So you
What
get
color?
12 points per game, Tim Duncan. That's what you get.
or we could just re-roll the era and just say fuck it, it's the last one.
Or get LaMarcus Aldridge and move on to the next game.
What if we
Like,
This
if we
team,
hold on,
this team's pretty
hold on.
bad.
If we re-roll the era, we might get 2000s Tim Duncan, or we could get 90s David Robinson. I think we should re-roll the era.
Hell, even 80s George. Oh, we need
Sure,
to
do that.
sure.
Let's do that
We're gonna
then.
get
All right.
70
Yeah, let's do
Spurs,
that.
and then we're gonna have to go with Artis Gilmore,
2020s Wemby.
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 There you
There
go.
we go.
Yes.
Wemby at the 5.
Yeah,
We got a
That's
68 and 14.
That's not
68,
overwhelmingly
14.
better than what
That's
LaMarcus
not
is.
bad.
That's not bad at all.
14.
That's hey Mars. This is better than what it started as.
Wait, what is
Yeah,
Wemby?
I mean,
What
it
was
ain't
Wemby's
bad.
number?
Nigga, this is a super team. The fuck we
Wem-
ain't supposed to go no
Wemby's
68
at
14.
12.
That's what I was about to say, Joy.
11.
Jason Kidd and Drex in the backcourt. Jason Tatum, Kevin Garnett, and Victor Wembanyama. They winning more than 68 games.
Yeah, but it's not about how many they win. It's about adds up their points, rebounds,
Yeah.
assists, steals, and blocks. And
I got a few teams better than this show, like by a lot. Yeah.
We need
I
Wilt
would-
Chamberlain. Like
Do
we
you-
need Wilt Chamberlain.
Do y'all want to hear my 82-0 team that I
What
put
is
together
it?
yesterday? Hold on, I got a picture of it.
That's
Yeah.
When I
It was
found out this game was nonsense, I gave it.
2000s Chris Paul, 2010s Luca. I had 2000s KG at the 3, 90s Ewan at the 4, and then 60s Wilt Chamberlain
Well,
at the
yeah,
5. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you get Wilt Chamberlain, you're
You
good.
win.
'Cause He's like,
You get
he's like
Wilt, you
41
win.
points a game or some shit.
All right.
Like you need
I'm
Wilt.
doing it on the side right now, and I'm not gonna take any respins. I'm gonna tell you who I got.
All right. We'll do another group one. It can be the last one if y'all want.
Let's
Should
go
do a
0-8.
head, we should do a head to head.
No, that's too. That'll take too long. How do we get
There's no way we
Boston?
got Boston.
Son
in
of
the-
a
No.
bitch.
We're
How the hell did
restarting.
I get Utah in the,
We're
in the
restarting.
2020s?
We're restarting. We're starting off.
Larry
right.
Markkinen, 20 points.
Ugh, garbage.
All right. First spin, the second round.
It's the
We
Boston
have
again.
the Pelicans in the 2020s.
Jesus Christ.
Derek Queen.
It's gotta be Zach.
Nah, we going 82. We going 0 and 82. Give me Bryce McGowan's.
So would it actually be Zion? Is
It had to be
Zion?
We've already lost the 82-0 challenge. Let's just
Yo,
be
can we?
as bad
No,
as
Mars.
possible.
I'm gonna respin it because we got to start off good. This is crazy.
Oh my god.
We gonna
We're
keep
not
restarting. I
we're
promise
not
you, we gonna keep
succeed. Oh my god.
We got one
0
shot,
and 82
Mars.
is way more
Sacramento.
80 sack.
I'm telling you, it's more fun to pick the worst players from these teams than it is to pick the best one. 0 and 82 is more fun than 82.
I'm about to say,
Yo.
is it possible to go 0 and 82?
No, I haven't seen it. Who is the worst player
Exactly. Let's try go 0
in
and 82.
Sacramento in
Let's
the
try
80s?
it.
I mean, Chill probably wouldn't know. Like, because they would probably
Let's-
weren't playing.
Don't no one care about the Kings back then. Come on, man. 0 and 82 is way more fun. Man.
Jeez,
Let's
let me see
get
who we got down here. It's got to be a name I ain't never seen.
Heard,
Kevin
word.
Loader.
Like Gus Gennard.
Mark older Bing.
It's got to be a big,
Oh,
a trash
let's
big.
get, who was on those Kings?
Mark
teams?
Manara. Who is that? McNarma. Who is this?
yeah.
Lloyd Walton. Luke had a big brother. Got
Yeah,
it.
Michael Jackson. Look at that. Look at that.
I've never heard of a Michael Jackson in the NBA. Yo, hey, it might have to be Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he went to Georgetown.
Oh, Michael Jackson. Yeah, let's get Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he went to Georgetown.
We should probably do Michael Jackson.
You played
He's right there. You gonna scroll up to him to type his name in?
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Come on.
No scroll,
Yeah.
just type it in. All right. Next up,
How about we go with Odell?
Dallas in the 2020s. Oh, Dwight Powell.
AJ Larson.
How about
Dwight Powell.
that's not. He can't be the Marjon's worse than him.
I'm gonna say Boban.
Oh, Brendan Knight.
Mm,
Brendan Knight.
Christian Wood. Wait, no. Wait,
Dexter Dennis is worse than both of them.
Oh,
It has-
Eugene Omari. Come on. Play for the Celtics as well, I think. Yeah.
It has to be Brendan
Is
Knight.
that
Campazzo
Frank
was in
the
the
Tank?
back. Campazzo was right there.
Brendan Knight probably has 4 games.
Frank Ntilikina is there. Justin Holiday's there. Kai Jones. Hey, that'd be a good one too.
Marquise
Oh,
Chris?
Marquise Chris.
Marquise
Oh
Chris.
yeah, please let me
Yeah,
get my
Marquise.
hate off. Please get Marquise Chris.
All right, we can go Marquise Chris. We can go Marquise Chris.
Please. I'm a
Eugene
hater.
probably would have been a better pick, though.
That's
Probably
right. Yeah,
lower
that's
for
cool.
it.
We can go with Marquise Chris though.
All right, Detroit in the 60s.
What's this? The Sacramento
Oh,
team.
Detroit.
Pick the one with the crackiest name. The one
Who
that
do we
won
Bill
the-
Bunton.
Who did we
That-
pick?
that
Who
is
did
a
we pick?
crack
Michael
name.
Michael Jackson.
Jackson.
Point guard.
Nah,
Took
we
Michael
got-
Jackson. You took Michael
No, we
Jackson.
got to take him off. We got to take him off.
No.
Is he nice? You like that?
We're replacing him with Martin Nestle. Martin Nestle averaged 1 point and less than 2 rebounds a game.
But they like Mike Jackson's
with the
name.
worst Kings players.
Yes, sir. In 1987-88, they won 29 games. He averaged 1 point and less than 2 rebounds.
I think it's too late to change the pick. I like where Chill's head is at. He's trying to.
Let's get negative.
All right, who's the worst player?
If we're gonna suck, let's be.
I know Daryl Imhoff played for the.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
He was the center when Wilt scored 100.
He's not worse than Gene Shue.
He is. Gene Shue used to make free throws. I know Gene Shue. He was one of those players.
I don't think anyone up here is worse than Dick McGee.
Gene Shue used to like 85%
Dick McGee, I seen him up there.
The line, and then he started shooting 60% from the line. Shout out to Gene Shue. Daryl Imhoff, I'm telling you, Daryl Imhoff.
That was when niggas was getting drafted to play in the NBA.
Happy
I'm talking about from the military. It was just drafting niggas from the military.
We got Daryl Imhoff at center.
Yeah, come on.
2 more positions. We have Denver in the 70s.
This is your bad.
That's when niggas was put.
Go ahead and educate.
That was niggas was putting applications in to get in the NBA. I applied for the NBA today. They gonna this nigga let me play. I sent my resume over. They just did shit like that back then. They ain't do no scouting.
Who was on those teams with David Thompson?
Well, that was Bobby Jones was on that team. The good players.
Who are we doing right now? Who are we doing?
This is Denver in the 70s.
Oh, the 70s Nuggets in the 70s. Okay.
Steven Silas's dad was on that team now.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, Paul Silas played for the Nuggets. I don't think he was a good player. No disrespect. If
we were doing good teams, we could do Dan Issel, but we're not doing good teams.
No, we good.
Good teams. Why don't you take David Thompson?
Why Bo Ellis sound like he was tough? I don't know any Bo that was trash.
All right.
Norm Cook. Is Norm Cook there? Norm Cook?
Charlie Scott. No.
Yo, these
Charlie Scott was a player.
These numbers are stupid. I'm telling you that right now. I know Oxford
Bo Ellis averaged 4 and 4.
Fatty Taylor, please. We gotta take Fatty Taylor. It's gotta be Fatty Taylor. Right?
Let's hope Fatty Taylor were hooping for real.
Yo, Fatty Taylor
he had a 7-year career. Oh, this was his last year of his career. 4 points per game. Yeah, let's get Fatty Taylor.
Fatty Taylor, man.
He's a point guard though.
We can't put him on there. We need a forward and we need a shooting guard.
Bo Ellis averaged 3 points per game.
We can't put him anywhere.
Yeah, we need small forward, not power forward.
Jack Dorsey. Could we have access? Jackie Dorsey?
No. Oh, this is easy.
Hey man, respin, man.
So we don't need a 5-man. So we need a 5-man, or we need a
2 and a 3.
Small forward and a guard.
Yeah, we need a 2 and a 3. Go ahead, respin, man.
I'm respin in the air.
Respin the air.
I thought that small forward was Glenn Gondrick.
2010s.
Ever in the 2010s.
Here we go.
Anthony Randolph.
I'm about to say that'll be a good one.
Axel Dupain was horrible.
That must be a good one.
Stop disrespecting Anthony Randolph.
Stop playing with my guy Axel.
No, he was
horrible. Anthony Randolph.
That's why
I did not get no touches for
Laverne.
Oh, I remember Joffrey Laverne.
Jalen Stone has to be here, y'all. Jalen didn't do anything for us. Nothing.
Is that Bo Cruz?
Is Pippen Nicolau there? Papa Nicolau?
Papa Nicolau. Sorry as a motherfucker.
Yeah, remember
is Papa Giannis there? Papa Giannis sorry as a motherfucker too.
There's no way Papa Nicolau not.
Yeah, you know who Papa Giannis is? Papa Giannis sorry than a motherfucker. He's sorry now. He playing a Euro. He's still sorry as a motherfucker.
He said he's still
All
garbage.
right, Washington.
The whole team. Shit, the whole team.
And Bilal.
Anthony Gill for sure. But Anthony Gill on that motherfucker.
Gill's good. Gill's good.
Hell no.
He averaged like 10 points.
Devin,
Eugene. No, they go Eugene right there. Get Eugene.
Eugene again? Can we get Eugene?
We need a 2.
Yeah, Eugene sorry as a motherfucker.
We need a 2.
No, Jamie's worse than him.
Who?
Jamie.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Exactly.
Go ahead and get him.
there.
Unless we get Jalen Martin.
We need Jalen Martin. We need a small forward. What do we need again? I'm sorry.
A shooting guard.
Ian Clark on that 14.
No, Ian Clark was too good.
Ian Clark had
2020.
This is 2020.
Okay, I'm lost.
Yeah, so we talking about a cut. Johnny Davis sucks, but he got opportunity.
The Washington team of the 2020s.
He averaged 10 points.
Bro,
yeah,
bars.
Go Jamie.
Yeah, I'm telling you it's him. I'm telling you. 10 and 72. That's not bad.
Oh,
10 wins is crazy.
We almost got there.
We have a guy who averages 0 points.
There's no way we are
just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
0-0-0-0 is crazy. That nigga running around. He running like he running around bullshitting out there. He ain't doing nothing.
They
That nigga is clearly not doing nothing. Nigga ain't
13 and 10.
What?
13 and 10 at the bottom. I guess they totaled
All
it
right.
all up.
Real quick.
You're telling me we beat a team 14-6? What?
Oh, that's crazy.
All right, chill. Chill have to leave. Y'all want to do one more? Or we done? We done.
Oh yeah, I gotta dip. I mean, y'all can. I gotta go though.
Yeah.
y'all be easy, man. Y'all
come
be
over here
easy.
playing games and shit.
Yeah,
I
shout
gotta
out
dip
to
too.
y'all, man.
Go ahead, Swipe. Go to the super chats.
Man, that is crazy. How did we? Now, I will say, Mars, it is fun. It's just like it's also impossible.
It's garbage.
It's impossible.
It is legitimately garbage.
It's a
I got
game.
Shea, Ray Allen, Bernard King, Larry Bird, and Joakim Noah, and I went 64-18. How is that fucking? Fuck out of
It's
here.
PRA. It's PRA.
You didn't get
bro.
Will. You didn't get Will. Like, this is very obvious.
It's just a very stupid game. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's
Well,
a
the
game that
person-
values Wizards Russell Westbrook more than prime Steph Curry. Like, at that point, it's like,
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, no,
It's
that's
stupid.
ridiculous.
That's why I draw the line, Mars. That game is bullshit.
yeah, Russ was 22, 10, and 10. It's better than just Steph Curry's 26, 5, and 5. It just is.
All right, y'all. This is back to the first conversation we had. Unlimited Z Talks, $10. Swipe it. What about the Nuggets facing the Wolf with no Nas Reed or J-Mac? The Suns team with the hurt Booker and CP3. A Lakers team with an injured Braun, and the Heat team with no hero, injured Jimmy. Injuries affect every run. Yeah, they 100% do. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
There was no injuries.
What's the most healthy title we've had, Mars? It's going to be this one in the last 10 years.
Oh, in the last 10 years? Okay, so 2016, obviously, Steph Curry was basically dead. So
Bogut wasn't there.
Doesn't count. Andrew Bogut gets hurt. 2017. I mean, Kawhi, I guess.
What about 2013 with the Heat and the Spurs?
Um,
I think everybody was relatively healthy. I think Danny Green might have someone his thumb or something, but
Danny Green was hooping in those finals. I think he set the finals record for threes.
yeah, I know. But I think they said something about his thumb. Something about his thumb was fucked up. That's why it was so shocking that he was really hooping.
2018 Chris Paul injury, so watch him out. 2019, obviously KD and 2020. I mean, Giannis got hurt in the second round, but I'm not. And then Hero. No,
Well, remember,
Dragic
Bam was hurt.
Dragic and hurt. Yeah, Dragic and Bam.
Mm-hmm.
21 was injuries central. 22, Jar gets hurt.
No, the Nuggets were decimated. That wasn't even
The
a real
Nuggets didn't have a roster.
title. Yeah.
23 goes without saying.
24, everybody was hurt.
24, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Halliburton.
Last year, everybody was hurt. Well, Denver was hurt.
I would say the best you
God
get
got
is
hurt.
in the last 10 years, probably 2017. Probably.
Were there only two teams that were going to make it?
Yeah, it was only those two teams. And I mean, I guess you can say the Kawhi injury stopped that series from being 5 games instead of a sweep. But ultimately, you still got the two teams everyone knew was going to make it, and then they played each other healthy. So 2017, I guess, would be the answer.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up here, W Ball highlights, $10 super chat. Happy Friday, y'all. 2 questions. If Brunson wins a chip, would you be comfortable saying Brunson is better than Luka? Also, out of all MVPs in NBA history, who was the worst to win it? Take Nash out.
You can't take Nash out.
Nash isn't the answer when Dave Cowens exists, by the way.
You sure?
Dave Cowens exists. No disrespect. Derrick Rose exists. Like, keep Nash in. He's not the worst player to win the MVP. Just isn't.
So let's do this, Mars. So we got, because we still have time. Shea, Jokic, Embiid, Jokic, and then going back to 21.
Giannis, Harden, Westbrook,
Steph,
Bron,
Rose, Dirk. 06
Nash,
was Nash, KG.
Duncan, AI, Shaq, Karl Malone, MJ.
Yep.
David Robinson, Hakeem, Barkley, MJ, Magic, MJ, Bird.
Yep.
Moses, Kareem,
Mhm.
Moses, Bill Walton, Kareem,
Mm-hmm.
Bob McAdoo.
Wait. This is now 70. That's 76 right there.
76 Kareem, 75 Bob McAdoo.
Bob.
74 Kareem, 73 Cowens, 72 Kareem, 71 Kareem, 70 Willis Reed,
Mm-hmm.
69 Wes Unseld, Will, Bill Russell, Oscar, Bill Russell, Will, Bob Pettit, Bill Russell, Kuzi, Bob Pettit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the order. Something like that. Yeah. The worst player there is Dave Cowens and then Derrick Rose. Those are the two worst.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably relative to everybody else. He was really
Bob
good.
Wasn't great, but he averaged 35. So
Yeah, he was really good though. Dude, have you been seeing Mars those trivias? The sports movie trivias and all that stuff going around with 3Cone and all that? I quote tweeted one of them yesterday, but like they've been doing like all the number 1 overall draft pick trivia.
Yeah, I saw you quote tweet.
I don't know how people aren't good at that stuff. That are like, it's all we do. It's like watch sports. How do you not know the number 1 overall picks and all that stuff?
I mean, that's just some. I mean,
but this is new stuff though, like new stuff that's happened recently.
I mean, I don't think knowing number 1 picks going back to like 2000, cool. But once you get like who was the number 1 pick in 1976, it's like. Unless you're like Carson. Carson knows everything, but like that's fine. Like, you're not gonna know that. I don't blame people for not knowing that.
What do you most if you had to do a sports trivia right now and Cowboy Bob, what's up? What would be your category?
Salute.
I'm not very good at trivia. Maybe naming the MVPs because I just ran down the MVPs, so maybe I could do that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest.
What could you, Jay? Are you a trivia person in sports?
I suck at trivia. Suck at tests. I'm terrible.
Okay. You in New Yorker? That's education.
Yeah. Right.
187 and all.
Could you do Knicks trivia, Cowboy Bob?
I could do it, but if you get past like 83, then you got me. Like I've been watching Knicks since 84, so like it's but so much you can retain, especially for like one team. It's possible. Like we even talked about it Mars and now on Open Gym. Like if you watch one season of basketball, every single team, it's like 6 months straight basketball. You can't remember all of that. You're gonna be phased out. So it's a lot to remember. So credit to the people who do that.
Yeah. So, Cowboy Bob, you had a couple super chats, and I'm glad that got a chance to wait for you to get up the link. You had a $10 super chat that said, talking about the other teams, won't talk about the Knicks versus Spurs. Damo, you right. Talking to offseason about that Knicks offense at Penn, last 2 minutes, 10-0 run. Spurs don't shy away from Harper and Champagne. Go Knicks, go.
Amen.
Yep. I was just pulling your leg with that whole thing about you. You know me and you just got banned, so it ain't nothing personal. But I was trying to show Penn that he's right if they shied away from the 3-ball after that. Penny only had like his first shot. He had 2 shots in the half afterwards, and he had free throws. So for the most part, they shied away from him. And that's the thing that helped us actually, because they were able to get their run when Wemby was off the court. They did their big guard setup and it worked. And that's how they got their lead, but they shied away from it. They went too defensive. I was trying to tell Penn, when both teams are both defensive heavy, what's the offset? And the offset is the Knicks bench.
Yeah, this is a fun little graphic here, y'all. The only other 2 teams in NBA history to win 12-plus playoff games are the 2017 Golden State Warriors.
17 Warriors, yep.
And then the 1999
Spurs.
San Antonio Spurs, and then the 2026
the Lakers. Oh wait, I thought the Lakers got it too with the Lakers got it with no, that was 11 wins. My fault. You're right. Yeah, that was 11. But yeah, man, nobody talks about this. Like this is what I don't understand what more we have to do, because if you look at those 3 teams, 2 of them are in the West, and the East is. Y'all keep saying the East is weak, but the numbers you're putting up in the competition, the West can't even do on their best leg. So it's like if the East is really, really weak, how is it that the East Knicks are putting up better numbers than any team in the playoffs? That's why I don't understand what y'all are saying, because you still have to go out there and compete.
It's nothing we could do, Bob. They're just gonna hate because they ain't us, bro. That's what it is, bro. It's just envy.
And you know, but you know what, Jado? But you know what, Jado? They don't even know the real secret about me. See, 3 years ago, I said when we got Jalen Brunson, this is when everybody was saying he too small, he too small. I said 3 years ago, we can win back-to-back championships because of what the team is building around him. I didn't say immediately or anything. I said if he stays here for like his career, like a good 10 years, we can get 2 championships out of that because of the way they built around him. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying, oh, the Knicks are the next new dynasty. No, I just feel that the way Brunson plays, because when I see it, no, I got documented. It's on Blue Ox Stairs. I'm dead serious. I even talked about Josh Hart. I went on the show once we got Josh Hart. They finished the show after 2 hours. I extended it another 2.5 hours talking about how great Josh Hart is as a contributor. Mars knows how many times me and him battled on Open Gym about Josh Hart. He's like, oh, dear God, I got to go against Cowboy with this. Because he knows the numbers don't add up, but you can't measure Hart.
Yeah, I see we did that because his name's Josh Hart.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it. But I wanted to let y'all know, don't let Penn get down about he's right about a lot of things with the Spurs, but the issue that he doesn't see is that the experience came down to the last 2 minutes. That's how the Knicks won. They got on a 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes based off of experience. Even when we lost JB, you saw a Cat pick step up. Another thing that the Spurs don't have, they don't have a secondary leader. When Brunson went down, what did you see Cat say? Hey, our defense is going to supplement our offense. Don't worry about how good they're scoring. Let's just stay focused because we're going to come back in. I haven't heard Cat talk like that all season. So this whole team right now with this Knicks, they actually have something that's going to grow and make them better. And you guys need to actually exploit it. But like I said, we're going to win tonight. I got it 110 to, I'm going to say 90 because I want to keep that streak of us keeping teams under 100. And I think it's what, 8 games now, Jay? Yeah, 8 games now, Jay? Yeah, it's like 8 games now. We've held everyone under 100 points out of the 15 games we played. So I'm going to tell y'all, Knicks is about to do it, baby. But thanks for having me on. Go New York, go New York, go.
You got one more super chat, Cowboy Bob.
Oh, yeah, my fault. I forgot about this.
It says, Swiper did this because he can't solo pin. Mars, you're on fire and need more of that. Wait, is it because you're Knicks in the finals? JP Brunson and Hallie combo. What I said then, he is doing now ahead of time.
See, that's why I kept bringing it up. Remember when we were doing the Hallie versus Brunson PCL, and I was talking about his footwork and I was talking about his heart and his desire? That's another backing proof of how great he is. I said it then that he was a superstar and he's going to be a megastar. He can win a championship with this team based off of his leadership. So y'all got tape, man, but nobody wants to call Cowboy Bob out and battle him. They run.
Shout out
except for Mars. Mars is the only one that be giving me my L just by showing up. I can't beat him. I gotta figure him out.
Who be running from Cowboy?
I don't know.
Everybody, man. Everyone, because you want to know something real quick. Lowe said this. Lowe simply said this, and Real Talk backed him up. They said that Brunson is a flopper. I said, what? He's a flopper? Did we watch game 1? He didn't get to the line until the third quarter.
No, Jordan. He know how to get to the line.
Jordan, I'll talk to you on the Hall of Fame chat about that. I'll talk about you with that on the Hall of Fame chat on Sunday. But y'all be safe, all right? Cool run.
Go back to being a parole officer. See you later, bro.
You know how to get to the line, Jordan. Don't be disrespectful, bro. You know,
Cowboy parole officer.
No, I don't know.
I think we got the same job. Actually, I think me and Cowboy got the same job. I heard the radio.
What the hell? Y'all both live in New York? You live in New York too, Jay?
Yeah.
What part
you
of New
don't see
York?
him at the job?
No, I think we had the same title. I don't think we're in the same.
Are you in Brooklyn?
Oh, okay.
No. I'm from the Bronx.
Okay. Shout out Bronx. Whoopity Scoopity, $20. Is Russ not the second best PG and second or third best guard in general of the 2010s?
Well, I think Chris Paul's better.
Yeah, I think it's Chris Paul.
But I do think he's the.
With James Harden, is he not a point guard?
I mean, I'm gonna still rank him as a 2 guard, but that's why he said third best guard in general. Yeah, I think the 3 best guards are Steph, Harden, and Chris Paul, and I think Russ is 4. So third best point guard.
I ain't mad at it. Yeah, I ain't mad if you keep Chris Paul in or take or put Russ in. I'm not really mad at it either way.
Well, James Harden was definitively a point guard from like 2015 on, though.
Yeah.
And then he was split it with Chris Paul and CP3. I mean CP3 and Russ, but like
CP3 damn near played the 2 guard when he was playing alongside James Harden. And till James went to the bench, but I mean, I think he's a point guard. I've been saying that for a while, but
I think he was a point guard when he played in OKC. He just came off the bench. But he's been listed at the 2, so I listed him. I'd say he's a 2.
Yeah, shout out. King Sean Blacke, $10 for this generation. If you want to factor in playoff success, the conversation is Curry, Shea, Luka, Brunson, and Brunson got the same amount of finals wins as Luka.
I agree.
Jordan, is that conversation going to be anything for you if Brunson wins the title with Luka?
As far as who's a better player?
Yeah, maybe, or who is more dominant in the era, who's better than the era. Like, is that going to change how you think about anything?
But it obviously Brunson winning the title is going to change the way I look at stuff. But I also, like I've been telling y'all, I also look at the scope of basketball totally different. Some people might see what Luka do and scoring all on points, and they're like, damn, that's great. I look at impact on winning. Not saying Luka doesn't have an impact on winning, but for me, you do all of this to win championships. You do all of this to win, to win at the end of the season. Now, if Jalen Brunson can knock this down and do what he's supposed to do and win finals MVP and then actually win a championship and he performs how he performed, you got every right to say Jalen Brunson better than Luka. You got every right to say that. Anybody that debates that, obviously, I'm not saying that if you debated it, you're wrong, but obviously if you want to debate that, the way you look at basketball just may be different than how that person see it. Because if Luka can score all them damn points and them niggas can't win or he can't stay healthy, hey, then it don't matter.
Who is Luka's comp to this like in previous generations now? Like if it doesn't look like he's on track to win a title anytime soon. Maybe not an MVP either. Like is he going to be kind of just lost in time a little bit to? He was truly great, but he was playing in a truly great era of individual basketball, and he just never got a chance to get over the hump.
I think Luka is on track to win MVP. I just think he just got to stay healthy. If a healthy Luka and what that team looks like, he's an MVP candidate for sure. And he could win it. He could win it. Like he could very much so win it. Let's say he stays healthy, the Lakers win 60 games. He could very much so win it. Like that's just, and it's just the possibility that Luka's a great player, bro. He just right now he can't stay healthy, and and this I think he knows how to win a little bit, but I think he got a little bit figuring out to do a little bit. You know what I mean? Like figuring out his team situation. Obviously the Lakers do too, but Luka figuring out how to win on a team. I think that's what Jalen Brunson has figured out. And I'm not saying Jalen Brunson gonna win a championship, even though I got the Knicks at 6. But I think he's figured out how to let his teammates rock out, and then it's time for him to step up when it's time for him to step up.
I think comparatively, to answer your question, Swipe, it will probably be like Allen Iverson. We'll probably look back on Luka how we look at AI.
That's a good one.
He's way better than AI, though. I think the only problem is just like
way better. Whoa, slow down. Slow down.
I think he's way better.
Slow down.
Respect the AI. Like respect. The
no,
AI.
You ain't got no respect for him. You just disrespected.
Yeah, that was disrespectful.
I think somebody's clearly better than him by a lot.
Crazy.
But that's how we'll look at him, Swipe, in that same context.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Shout out.
Couldn't get over the hump.
Can we change the subject? $10. What the Spurs need is Wemby Corleone getting Bryant to drop kick Brunson back to Gotham.
Hey, Jay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If shit don't go their way, game 2, a hit coming at the end of this game. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
We send him right back. You think Jose Alvarado go out there and elbow a nigga in the hip or something?
Not like Biombo can. Not like Miles Plumlee can, or whatever Plumlee that is.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you're not gonna do that shit in the Garden. They better do it in game 2 at the end, because in the Garden,
y'all gonna throw trash on the floor. That's cool. We gonna forfeit the game. Cool.
It'll get active in the Garden.
Yeah.
By the way, didn't Brunson just pass Luka and Shea in points in the playoffs?
I think you're right.
I have no idea.
I think I saw that now. I think I do see that.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, Brunson's a tough dude, man.
A generational run past April. Like he's on one, yeah. Average, I think 29 in his last 2 postseasons.
Yeah, he's up there. He's right below the other guys overall, like in terms of playoff scoring. But he's elite, man. He really is. Please don't kick Brunson. See, Spanish Jose. Yeah, we got this point. I don't think Mitch Johnson's anywhere near close to losing his job, y'all. Like,
definitely
no.
not.
He's completely locked in what he's doing. He's a great coach as well. I think he's going to be a Coach of the Year winner soon. Like, they're well ahead of schedule, y'all. I think people don't realize like they weren't even projected to be a top 6 contender this year. They're in the NBA Finals. It's not a question. The question is going to be, Drench, when does Dylan Harper become an MVP candidate?
I agree. I mean,
No.
you just got to call it. Now, you got to call it early. I'm telling you, like, if you saw Shea as a rookie, you saw this. Like, this is damn near the same shit. Watching Shea as a rookie in the playoffs, and then you watching Dylan Harper in the playoffs. I'm telling you, like, it's just going now. Obviously, Shea not playing on the same team as goddamn Wemby at the same time, so that kind of accelerated where Shea was able to score 30. But I do think the Spurs is gonna let Dylan Harper get them shots off down the line. So he don't necessarily have to be Shea, but I can say he's gonna be in that realm pretty soon. Watch.
I can see that. Sorry, I laughed. You know what? That's a good point. That I chuckled.
The kid got game.
No, he does, and that's respectable.
He ain't even comfortable. Like, I don't even think he know what he's doing yet. Like, I don't even think he just right now he just hooping. He just see a motherfucker in front of him and say, you can't guard me. I don't really give a shit. I can do whatever I want to do. Wait till he start manipulating the game. When he start manipulating the game, aka flopping, watch. When he get to that free throw line 10 times a game, watch.
Jay, I think you might like this one. Ron brought this to my attention yesterday. We were talking a little bit about like just Brunson and kind of his journey or whatever. And Ron sent me this. Apparently, this is Jalen Brunson. He said that watching Luka do his thing so effortlessly, it made me kind of question myself, Brunson, on feeling like an imposter. And then he said, full quote, "The only time is probably my rookie year playing pickup with the team in Dallas, and then obviously watching Luka doing his thing so effortlessly. That was probably the only time it made me kind of question myself to see how hard I actually had to work to be in the position that I wanted to be." Like, I mean, we're at the point now, like, this is an all-time great second-round pick, all-time great development story. Yeah, man, what makes Brunson special to you? Like, why is he able to kind of become a different kind of player in these fourth quarters? Like, what makes him stand out so much, like, in a playoff setting?
Just not being fazed by any of the pressure, right? Like, he gets a ton of pressure from the defense. He gets a ton of pressure from the moment where they're down, up, maintaining the lead. And he's just not fazed. Like, he literally comes down and does the same thing that he would do in the first quarter that he's doing in the fourth quarter without giving a fuck what the adjustment is from the defense, whether it's a double, whether they're hedging hard on the screen. Right, he'll get with the ball, come right back. Like, he's just unfazed by whatever the defense throws at him. And he just has so much faith in his game, which is awesome. Like, I think that's the hallmark of any great player, right? It's just having faith in what you practice, everything that you've done in between the lines, and that you've done it 1,000 times.
There's a difference, though. Like, you can practice all you want, man, but there's something about when them lights come on, not everybody's the same person. Like, pressure don't make equals. Like, pressure creates a class system. Some of us respond very well in pressure. Some of us do not. And for whatever reason, he's the smallest dude on the floor. He doesn't have a crazy body. He's not super athletic. But when it comes to getting to it, it's just unreal. Like that last shot that he made where he bumps, fades, and it goes straight into the air and then drops into the net. It's just stuff like that. Like his brain, it like sharpens. Like, remember Limitless with the movie that they used to do, take the little pill or whatever? That's kind of what it was. Yeah, with Jalen Brunson. It's insane.
Yeah.
Dog.
And Wemby's looming on that shot too, so you really have to throw it up there because Wemby is the help defender right there. And Devin Vassell's no slouch on defense. Like Devin Vassell could defend. That was crazy. Yeah, he's crazy, bro. He's just crazy. That's all you can say. He's just fucking nuts.
I said that Jalen Brunson was the best problem solver in this series, and I stand by that.
That's
he
true.
Really is.
That's so true.
Because his mind is very calm under pressure. You be down. He has that Tim Duncan quality, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Where he could be down 15, you look at his face, he looks the same. He's up 15, look at his face, he's the same. I think that matters a lot. I was just reading up something while I was off about how he refuses to do any promo with the Larry O'Brien trophy.
Yeah.
He's not. Yo, I know Wemby trained with monks. Jalen Brunson might be a monk.
He trained with Rick Brunson. That's what he
trained with his dad. I was just about to say, he trained with his dad.
That was a good way to put it, though, Penn. The best problem solver. Like
I ain't gonna lie though. Wemby got some crazy genes though. That boy, mama 6'6", dad 6'7", boy. God damn. I know the recipe. So since I'm not 6'6", I'm like 6'2.5", 6'3" on a good day. I guess I got to give me a girl that's like 6'8".
No, 6'11". 6'11". You find a woman that's 6'11".
That's how. That's the
Listen,
list.
She ain't very many 6'11" women on the planet.
Yo, there's a mighty fine woman who's about 6'8.5".
Point out.
Where?
Liz Cambridge.
Oh yeah. She wouldn't be able to see me because she had to pause everything for like at least like a year and a half. But you know, it's another subject.
Pause. Yeah, I mean, Yao Ming's parents, weren't they like 6'7" too and like 6'5"?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Swipe. But that's the trick.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them, man. If your mom is like 5'5" or above, 5'6" or above, typically that bodes well for you, like growing.
Wait,
my mom like 5'7". My mom like 5'7", so
correct me if I'm wrong.
Like 5'10",
a
5'11".
recessive gene doesn't it come from your grandparents? Is it a recessive gene? No, am I tripping?
I have no idea, but I've seen the weirdest shit happen. I've seen somebody dad. I know a dude. His dad is like 6'7", and then he ended up coming out. His son is like 5'9", bruh.
Yeah,
and it's over with.
I'm tripping.
So
I'm tripping.
I don't know.
Let me Google that.
I have no idea. This shit is just a little fickle sometimes.
I mean, I got taller than my people by the time I was 12. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just happens. I don't know. It's random.
It might come from the grandparents. My ex-girlfriend, she's Pedro Stojakovic's cousin, and she had a kid. Bro, this kid like 2 years old. He looks like he's 6 years old. I'm not even lying. The dude is almost up to my waist. I'm like, what the hell? This kid is tall as hell. Her husband not that tall. I know where that height is coming from, for sure.
A Google search, nobody fucking knows. So
Serbian people are tall. I'm just.
I mean, my grandpa not very tall. My grandpa is a George, though. I will say that, though. In the George family, it's a lot of tall guys in the George family. But my grandpa not very tall. He probably was like 5'8", 5'9". So
I mean, for that time, that's pretty tall.
Maybe I know we was doing relative to era, but
that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like being if you were, I don't know, like 5'10" in the 1950s, you were huge. You were taller than almost everybody around. Yeah, 5'10" in 1950 was huge. For sure.
Man, people have grown a lot in the last 100 years, man.
I mean,
just think about how Instagram
consistent protein.
Once that Instagram gets into our biology and it's like that 6 foot standard becomes like ingratiated in our mating over the next 50 years. Shoot, Jordan, we're gonna be averaging like 6'3", 6'4". and Jordan, then it's gonna go up to 6'5", 6'6". I need to out at 6'6". And at least I need an avatar.
Sure, it's gonna be over with after that, brother. We gonna be. Hey,
Mars
boy,
is currently googling where to
crib.
find a woman who's 7'5" to even this shit out.
Woman.
Oh, that's crazy, Mars. I just knew something crazy was happening. You know what? I gotta go pay a couple bills, Swiper. You guys have a fantastic Friday. I knew Mars was going straight there. I won't be a part of it. What Magic Johnson say? I'm not gonna be there. But anyways, I'll catch y'all later on.
All right, my boy.
Members only stream Sunday?
If Ron has his computer back, yeah, we should be good.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh yeah. Next up we got Vegan Yoda says, I think one Mike Brown counter is Mikal, a guy who scored 27 in the finals before. If Wemby guards Hart early in the mid-range is open, OG2.
It's just too many counters the Knicks have. It's too many counters. I just think it's going to be impossible for San Antonio to stop them to win 4 games, stopping them 4 games. I think it's just not.
I think that the thing with the Knicks, they just have more veteran. They have a lot of skill players, but so does the Spurs, but they have veterans who have all been there. OG's been to the finals. He's an NBA champion. Mikal Bridges been to a finals. Jalen Brunson's been to a Western Conference finals, like multiple playoff runs. Mitchell Robinson's been there before. Karl Anthony Towns been to the multiple Western Conference finals. There's 3 of them now. They're just adults, and they're all 30, 28, 29 years old. 22, 20, 21, 26. We've never been here before. I think that might even be the difference in the series, like legitimately. That's why I picked the Knicks. I just think that stuff matters because we're already adults. Like we already have all been here before. And you know, Penn, you bring up OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby, that was 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I played in the finals. Like none of this is new to me.
Here's a really fun trivia question for y'all. What do the following 6 players have in common? Jonte Porter, Anthony Parker. I'm gonna go with, let's see, Jalen McDaniels, Ron Harper Jr., Justin Champagnie, and Olivier Sarr. What do they all have in common?
They all played for the Raptors, and they all have siblings better than them at basketball.
Oscar Wembanyama, come on down. You will be a Toronto Raptor next year. Let's go. Let's go. Can we get the better sibling once? It's never happened. Can we get one?
Oscar's better than Wemby, you think?
You had Marc Gasol in 2019. He was still better than Paul.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't better overall. There's like some person in my comment trying to tell me Anthony Parker was better than Candace Parker. Like, shut the hell up.
Usually he'll be better for you.
Technically, I played 1-on-1. I got Anthony Parker.
Dominating her sport. Candace Parker. Give me Candace Parker.
Amen.
He's still 6'6". I mean, you know what I'm saying?
She's 6'5".
Yeah, he's 6'6". He's 6'6" and a man.
Talk to him, Mars.
Don't let Ox hear you. Don't let Ox hear you.
Asia Wilson's getting fried by everybody in the league.
Everybody?
99% of the league is frying AJ Wilson. I don't know who she's alluding to. Jordan Miloff.
I know Tyus Jones exists.
He is smoking Asia Wilson. Smoking. That jumper ain't missing.
Let me hear you say you would smoke Asia Wilson.
No, I'm not. Asia Wilson's a way better basketball. These are the 150 best players in the sport. I am not one of those people.
600. That's how many people played in the NBA this year. You telling me none of those players could lose in a one-on-one?
No, I'm saying some of them could. I'm thinking off the top of my head, I can't think of one that would.
I just told you, Tyus Jones.
I just said no. He's not missing a jumper. The whole game, he's not missing a jumper. Open gym. I went to the doctor, y'all. It's just, I went to the doctor.
Tyus Jones
I hope so.
6 foot and just way faster. Like, not even a knock to Asia.
He's stronger. He's also stronger than her. Like,
yeah, there's nothing wrong. Like, at the end of the day, there's a reason why they're 2 different leagues. Asia's still the best in what she does. What she does is different, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Like, if you put I don't know, Penn, if you're into swimming or not, but like, never mind. I'm not going to use that because that's still getting washed. Like any sport. Remember Serena Williams? They asked her like, "Hey, would you ever play against men?" She said, "No, they're hitting the ball like 40 miles per hour harder than we are. We don't have a chance. I couldn't even keep up with the ball. I couldn't see the ball. Just is what it is." But regular people, Asia Wilson is smoking. Regular men, regular men, cooked. She's probably cooking everybody on PC.
Sure, yeah.
She probably beat most Division II men.
Well, Division II, you remember, that's like grades. They're there because of grades oftentimes. So, like, even then, like, it depends. It really just depends, man. Like, I'll say most. That's fine.
You know what? She's good enough at this point. I would create a show around it. Asia versus the world, and literally have like one after another these street ballers, hoopers, one-on-one players. Just go and see. It's a very curious question at this point.
There's no benefit to Asia doing that.
None.
Either she loses and women's basketball takes a hit, or she wins. It's like, yeah, you're supposed to win. You're a professional basketball player. There's no benefit.
Like there's nothing wrong with, like, I've always, because I've been in sports my whole life. Women, they're amazing athletes, but like there's a clear difference, and this is why we are not supposed to be physical.
I think shooting is the great equalizer, though. Like, shooting is the great equalizer. So
can you get the ball to shoot? Can you generate the space?
Absolutely.
You can generate space against me as an NBA player.
I mean, some NBA players are just really bad defenders. So, if you in
the NBA,
yeah.
Like
Jokic would win DPOY every year.
Like, I guarantee you, there are some NBA players that, okay, not regularly, but in an off game one-on-one, Paige Beckers could definitely put up buckets against certain NBA players. She's that type of shooter.
She'll make shots. Yeah, she'll make shots. Yeah,
because again, space is the great equalizer.
Could you imagine Aaron Holiday versus every guard in the WNBA? Like, it would. I don't know who would score.
Aaron Holiday or Drew Holiday?
Aaron.
Oh, damn.
But Aaron's also an elite athlete. Like, it's just he's just not he's not like his brothers. Even Justin is 6'6". Like, Justin right now at 40 would probably beat everybody. But like, I guess that's for some people, Penn. I think they see that as like a bad thing. Like, and I'm just kind of like, it's like me. I played D1 football, but like there's levels to this, brother. Like I'm not Derrick Henry. I know I'm not Derrick Henry. There's nothing I could do to overcome the gap between me and Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Nothing. Now I can tackle him, but he's going to get an extra.
No, you can't.
No, I can definitely tackle him.
I don't know.
He's going to get 3 yards though. He is getting 3 more yards. You mean in your
prime you can tackle him?
Yeah, for sure. Like, but he's getting 3 more yards. I mean, this football is different though. Like, if you told me to line up, I can line up and hit somebody right now. I got a lot of mass behind me. You know what I mean? It's a lot of speed and
what do you weigh? Like 220?
260. I'm 260, bro.
Oh,
like
damn.
I'm a big dude, bro. Yeah.
We got the same. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, shout.
260.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 210 now. I figure a little ways off.
I'm a big dude, bro.
Oh yeah, you a little boy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I will say this too. Tackling Derrick Henry is easier than me tackling like a Darren Sproles. You much rather would have like a wide base as opposed to small any day of the week. I would choose that any day of the week. Yeah, 6'1", 260. Yeah, 6'1", 260. And I run every
I don't
day.
think I've ever met anybody who was 6'1", 260. The closest thing is I guarded a player once who was about 6'1", 220. And I could tell you I was like,
Josh Williams.
I ain't never used Icy Hot before, but the shit, bro. Like honestly, guarding that dude was life.
Josh, I'm closer to 270 than 260, bro. Like I'm not. This is not. Yeah, I'm not small at all. I'm a big person, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? That's why these cameras make people feel really close. You know what I mean? You know, it's just not. You know, I think the chat sometimes doesn't actually understand. Like, Ox is 6'8". Like Ron is 6'3". Like, you know, who else is Chill 6'4". Like people are big. Like they're.
I'm not big. I'm 5'11", 175. I'm not big.
So you told me, I'm 5'10".
Yeah, you're the outlier.
How the fuck are you 210 then?
I'm 5'10", 210. Should I be eating? Nigga, be working out.
Beefed up. All right, bro. I'm getting.
Dell's tall. Dell's 6'6". Is Dell taller than Mark? Dell taller than Knox?
I think so, but it might just because of his frame. He just slimmer.
Bro, he looks like
Dell looks about 6'9".
Yeah.
6'9". 6'9". Dell look about 6'9".
Trey, how tall is Trey?
6'3", I want to say. 6'2",
also another not small human being.
It just comes down to angles. Honestly, like on camera, everyone kind of looks like they're the same height, but it really comes down to angles. So Swipe, if you angled your camera down, you'd probably look taller. I remember I had a conversation with Hayes once, and he said, like, you what, but 5'5"? I was like, say what? And he's like, you look tiny on camera. I was like, say what? And it's because my camera's high.
Yeah, I think people. Josh Williams, like Ronnie Coleman at his heyday was 315 pounds, and he wasn't. I don't even think he was 6 feet tall. I don't think people realize how big these bodybuilders are either. Like, goodness gracious. Shadow 57-X78G, $20 super chat. Speaking of MVP and weird stats, MJ is the only MVP to more consistently lose to the eventual finals appearance. The champs or the defending champs in his conference while consistently climbing higher in his early years, besides one game.
KD used to lose to the team that went to the finals or won the chip every year. I remember the only team he lost to that didn't end up in the finals, I think, was the Grizzlies. I remember because I made that point that they just happened to lose to like the best teams in the league every year.
Yeah,
I don't think that's true anymore. Like they just lost to the Lakers, obviously, and then in Phoenix they lost to the Wolves.
Devin,
But,
how
like,
old are you? That's the question.
Prior to that, yeah. Giannis too, yeah. Giannis in 19 lost to the Raptors. They won the chip. 20 went to the finals. They lost to the Heat. 21 they won. 22 they lost to the Celtics, who were in the finals. 23 they lost to the Heat, who were in the finals. 24 they lost to the Pacers, who were in the finals. No, 24 Giannis didn't play. 25 they lost to the Pacers, who were in the finals. And then this year they won in the playoffs. Giannis routinely loses to the team that's in the finals. 2018 they lost to Boston, but that was like pre-Giannis essentially. So yeah.
Yeah, you're young, Devin. I mean, you can change your physiology if you want. Yeah, the Nuggets used to be like that until they frauded out this year. They used to only lose to contenders, but then they lost to G League this year. So the soul matters, Mars. I think the soul of your team matters a lot. If you lose it, there's no way to get it back that year. There's no way to get it back. Like remember the Suns, the back-to-back years, 30-point losses at halftime.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your soul, if your soul's gone, there's no picking it back up. We got Xavier NYC 786 $10. The truth of the matter is, if any game is within 5, the Knicks have a bona fide closer in Brunson, and also what clutch shot that SJ hit last series.
I just want to remind y'all that De'Aaron Fox for years has been considered one of the best clutch players in the NBA.
Absolutely. That's why he's there in San Antonio right now.
That's literally why he's there. He's there to be their Jalen Brunson.
But he's not doing it now, and I think that's the point. That's what matters the most.
I think he just can't get separation because of that ankle.
He wasn't doing it before the ankle injury either.
Well, let's.
But the ankle injury is noticeably like affecting.
I have not verified this.
I
have not verified this, but do y'all realize that Dylan Harper posted a clip on his TikTok?
The repost thing?
Yeah. Of De'Aaron Fox being garbage.
I saw that.
He coming for that starting spot. Or he playing 40 chess.
Was joking
he's trying to motivate it. He's trying to motivate Unk, according to him.
De'Aaron gonna have like 28 today, so we'll be here on Monday talking about how De'Aaron did everything.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine De'Aaron Fox with the best player on the floor, and then how to Chilling never going to be on Monday? I told you, this is what he's been doing the whole time.
No,
that's what he has been doing. Yeah, shout out to De'Aaron.
Yeah, what clutch shot that SJ hit last series?
All of them were clutch.
When he went to OT, did he hit a midi? To put him within one.
Yeah, that was game 2. Mars, the left wing over Castle, and then he did the.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty clutch.
And everybody glazed it on the timeline like he wasn't like 1 for 8 that quarter.
He's a clutch guy.
He wonder why he gets called a hater. Look at.
Oh, you know what happened, Mars? That fourth quarter thing I posted. That, by the way, is going crazy. So Mars, the reason I posted it because somebody lied on the time that he only scored 13 points in the entire series. I was like, well, that doesn't sound right.
Jason McIntyre. That's who.
No, it was somebody before that though. I saw that he stole it from, and then I was like, no, that's not correct. And then I put what I put up, and that's when you were like, how do you know it's 2-point percentage? It's because I was responding to a lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that came from. That's where that came from. Who knew? I didn't know it was 38% from 2. Who would have thought that? Surely Penn would have brought that up. Mr. Coverages, bro. All right. See, $10 super chat. What up, Logan 6'9"? Every time Penn gets deep fried, he goes to personal insults, and he built like Chet Holmgren. This super chat is for you, Mars. Buy yourself something pretty.
I don't think it's a personal insult to say I should work out.
Oh my gosh!
Genuinely, just
I really don't think so at all. Yeah, actually, I've been getting into movement a lot more.
Yeah, but not ever. You can't say that to everybody though. Like, and they won't. Mars is just indifferent.
Yeah,
but
and I know
you can say, you're right. You can say whatever you want on the internet. I'm saying in real life, saying that to someone is not always going to go over well because some people might be sensitive about that. They might feel a way about it. That's all I'm saying. It's like a sensitivity.
Go work out. That's like saying go read a book. It's never
go tell a woman go work out if she's overweight. Then what happens? That sounds crazy for someone you barely know. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
Whether I know you or not doesn't change the advice. It's good advice. Go work out.
That is terrible. That is not how you get people to work out. As somebody who works out every day, that is not how you get people to work out.
I'm not trying to get you to work out, bro.
Yeah, I might go gym right after this.
No, you're not. You're going to the kitchen.
I might. You don't know.
Whoa,
what the fuck? No, he has told us multiple times what he's going to do.
If I end up in the gym after this show, you guys auto pen an apology.
Hey, Mars, if you ever video yourself working out, I'm not kidding you. I will pay you. I don't know how much you make per show. I'll be willing to pay
more than you
for a video. For a video.
Okay.
I'll be willing to pay you that.
Now you got to work out, Mars. You got to go to the gym now.
I'm not.
I mean, Mars gonna lift one of them 5-pound dumbbells and just
I'm not motivated by finances. I'd rather just be fat. Doesn't motivate me.
I told him to work out. He shut up for a good 30 minutes straight. I'm just telling you that right now. He was processing. He was just like, you know what? I do care about my brain. Working out and exercising and taking walks.
Yeah, I was thinking about the potential benefits of going to the gym. I might have just bought a membership. Yeah, I might have just bought a gym membership while we was on the
There you go. He closed the DoorDash app and he went right to the Good Life Fitness app. There you go. You know, man.
Mark,
honestly, I'm gonna tell you this, Swiper. Most of you know what?
Thank you, Swiper.
Y'all got friends that don't tell you the truth. And I'm gonna tell you something about those friends. Those are not your friends.
Who are you talking about?
People got friends that do not tell the truth.
Friends that are I know. Again, you telling someone online
How would you know?
Someone online that like you're getting dominated perceptionally in an argument about basketball and say go work out? That is a dig at something about them.
It's bad optics. It is bad optics.
That's not a good thing to do.
It's not the greatest optics, but
it's not. It's bad. You got sensitive because you were losing and you didn't like how Mars was addressing you, and then you told him to go work out. That's exactly what happened. No. That's exactly what happened.
It could have turned into something more if you said it to someone.
If that was real talk, instead of Mars, it would have turned into.
Let me tell you something. This is a Friday episode, so I'll share this. Yesterday, I did a panel conference, right, and it was on film festivals and film festival, stuff like that. And I said that I don't like, personally, as a film festival director, I don't like looking out and seeing a retirement home. And I just realized, as I said it, that half my audience was over 65, and I got a lot of, I can't believe he said that. So one woman, she comes out of the woodwork, she says, I would like to address Robert. And this is the value of old people and blah, 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 blah. And I just said, listen, I don't got a problem with old people. I just don't like seeing an audience full of them. And everyone laughed. My point is, I'm kind of done with this shit. Whatever you see in me, Swiper, this is a mirage of what you used to see. I didn't get emotionally rattled when Mars was yelling off stuff. I was sitting there smiling. You can go back and retrace it.
What does that have to do with how you communicate to people?
Bro, I am direct. Directness might be lost on you because you up here busy trying to be flowery and trying to get people to like you. I'm not concerned with people.
I'm extremely direct with people. I think the difference is that there's a way you talk to people.
No. There's a way I talk to you. See, I can't be direct with you because you direct.
If you told Real Talk to go work out, what happens?
Bro, if I told Real Talk to pick up a pencil, I don't know what's gonna happen because that dude be sensitive as fuck.
In the middle of a basketball argument to go work out, how would he respond to you instead of Mars? Genuinely, what do you think his response would be?
He would start to mumble and he'd be like, "That's another joke that didn't
he would
go
mumble
over
at you."
Or he would mumble.
Or he would start making fun of you, and then it would turn into.
You guys are doing it just saying Real Talk sensitive. I don't know.
No, look, man, you got to communicate with people on their language. Mars is a pretty direct person. He told me I was an idiot and that I was lazy because I didn't look up this thing. And honestly, he's not even wrong. I was lazy. I didn't look.
I called you an idiot. I did say lazy.
Yeah, I didn't hear that one.
Whatever. You said I was too lazy or whatever. No, I don't think I'm lazy at all. No, as a general term, I don't think I'm lazy at all. I think I'm very hard.
You're overall lazy as a person. He said you were lazy.
Yeah, he was too lazy.
How you were
to
researching
look up the numbers.
What you were communicating something. You were communicating.
Congratulations, but the point is
that's not a congratulations. That's exactly what he said. He was mentioning. He was talking about
super chats. No? Okay.
Yeah, we do that. All right. Jay got game. $5 W Knicks. Jay, be a better rep for the Knicks, brother. Damo, right? I'm not letting offseason talk down at Knicks winning game 1 of the finals. Do better. We had a 3-hour show.
Listen, damn it, right? I come up here, and when we have good basketball discussions, I take that as an opportunity to learn. All right, I'd be like, damn, these guys are having a really in-depth conversation, and they brought up some shit that I forgot about. I'm not gonna lie, they was talking about shit. I forgot that Kawhi was going crazy in that series, average 35 and 10. I was like, holy shit, that was true. So I come up here to learn. Right, I don't want to get away the show. Like Kevin Durant saying, I know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
It was a great conversation. That's a PC conversation.
It was crazy.
Intellectually curious.
Yeah,
that is intellectual curiosity.
I'm up here with the best basketball analyst in the world. I'll be an idiot to be like, hold on, guys, let's get back to that. They talking good basketball.
Another $5 super chat. Spanish Jose, sawed off shotgun, hand on the pump, rip roof. You know. I don't want to know. I don't want to talk about it. I have not watched season 3.
Oh damn.
Yep.
Now you know.
Bob dash CD 9YL 5 pounds. Damn Mars pin cooks you. I can't wait for PCL. Everyone that stepped their games up besides Chill, of course. He's getting destroyed as usual.
Honestly, I don't know who playing Captain Save-A-Ho more, Chill or me, because honestly, when Chill said Kawhi was better in the finals, I was just like, oh, Chill, don't go there. Straight up, Kawhi was not great in the finals, but he was hurt. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He's hurt. He was hurt. So it's a great equalizer.
Oh man, $5 super chat. Yak man 8681. Knicks is snake food. FOH. Tomato.
Yo, you ain't been in a New York subway. Plenty of rats down there. Plenty of rats.
Next up, Ryan Tuyot. $5. Wemby lost jump ball game 1 Minnesota. That's a Spurs fan right there.
I just want to let y'all know that jump ball was thrown incorrectly. That was a bullshit ass jump ball. I guarantee you, Scott
Now
Foster
we
has some
criticize
money
the
on
jump
that.
ball.
Yeah, we need to criticize jump ball because
Spurs fans in shambles, bro. That's what we're doing. we harping on the jump ball.
Activate
we got up
BPM,
to the wrong foot, man.
$5. Harper was 6 of 10 with only 1 turnover through 3 quarters. He needs more run in the fourth and 3 minutes. Yeah, I agree. He needs to play more.
Absolutely.
Well, if he's playing well, yeah.
Drench was up here saying like he reminds him of SGA in the playoffs and as a rookie. He's way better than SGA as a rookie in the playoffs. I'm gonna lay that out there straight up. Big SGA fan, big Dylan Harper fan. What Dylan Harper doing right now? It's beyond anything stuff.
SGA had to play the Warriors. Look at SGA really do.
I mean, he could hoop.
I mean,
You know what I'm
Dylan Harper going through the gauntlet of the Western Conference, and he's been.
I mean, Shea had one really good
amazing
game series, if I remember, but he had like 25 in one of them games.
There you go. That's the best you can do against an effort defender and Stephen Curry. That's the best that you can put out there.
Oh wow. Vegan Yoda $5. Also hoping the series goes to 7 so we can get a Juneteenth game 7.
That'd be dope.
That'd be interesting.
Does it really
It's
go
a
that
long
far?
time away. Yeah, I didn't really. Okay, Juneteenth game 7. Alan R.
Oh yeah.
978 $5. Austin Reaves is much better offensive player than Mr. Fox.
All right,
Lars, how do you feel about that analysis?
I mean, it depends what you mean by much. I think he had a better offensive year this year. I'll say that.
Obama Center opens in Chicago on Juneteenth. That is true. Alan R. 978 $5. Guy makes the finals once, and all of a sudden he's better than the guy who cleared him since they were both in diapers. Fairs. Go Spurs, go.
I think it's even funny that Luca's his profile picture in the Boston jersey.
I mean, Luca's
talking
better than
about?
Jalen Brunson. Luca
Talking about Jalen Brunson and Luca.
Oh shit.
is better than Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
$5 super chat, 2 box.
I don't know, Mars. It's getting close.
Ben Wallace, Steven Adams, and Dennis Rodman were all marketable. Well, Ben Wallace because of the hair. Steven Adams never had the marketability of Ben Wallace, and Dennis Rodman was the most marketable athlete.
Yeah, I don't even know how Steven Adams got there, but you know, so let's see.
Hold on, complete that sentence. Dennis Rodman was the most marketable athlete. What?
Other than Jordan, yeah, on that Chicago Bulls team by far, like by a lot.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, by a
yeah.
lot. I mean, he had the Madonna wedding.
I thought you were gonna go crazy.
No, Madonna wedding in the dress. I tried to dye my hair when I was 6 years old, but my folks wouldn't let me.
Right, but relative to that era, Penn, he probably was not equally as marketable as Jordan, but it probably is not.
He was probably top 5 in the league. You probably had MJ, Shaq.
He was
Henry.
crazy.
MJ,
And what
Shaq,
was going on in that
Henry.
era, like the attitude adjustment era, like that was so.
And he was
Maybe
dating celebrities
then.
every other year too. Like
He's probably-
You know who's crazy marketable? Trinity Rodman.
Yep. If you don't know who she is, she plays for U.S. Women's National Team. She's an amazing player. Shout out to the Triple Espresso. Can't wait to see them play very soon. Thank you, Tupac Westside, for that. Another $5 super chat. Devin McKenzie, 3176, $5. How we feeling about the UFC White House card coming up? No thoughts. I will not be watching.
What's that?
It's the UFC. They're having a live octagon fight at the White House lawn.
That's huge for the UFC.
That sounds
That's huge
fantastic.
for the UFC.
Yeah, it's great for Dana White and them. Let's see here, $2. We got Eli Never Lies, $2. Taxing Jimmy for winning at 5. LOL. Pin is a joke.
Whether I am a joke or not, 5 is a smaller sample than 7.
That's fair.
It is. Yeah. You beat the team quicker. Normally, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but you don't beat the team by yourself. Jimmy
did.
Butler is not.
He came as
Jimmy came as close as possible to doing that.
Yeah.
And shout out to Duncan Robinson, hell of a series. Jimmy came about as close as you can to win.
No Tyler Hero too.
Yeah, you did about as much as you can. But I agree, you don't win by yourself.
Football breakdown, $2. There is no way that subjectivity to clutch number. This is the chilling.
I mean, determining that clutch is the last 5 minutes game within 5 is subjective. What makes that clutch but not within 6? Or what makes that clutch but not the last 6 minutes? There is still subjectivity.
Your opponent, your coverages, your teammates, of course, everything is subjective. What are we doing here?
Well, those things are still objective, but how much that affects the numbers is also something that plays a part.
It's objective, your opponent? How's your opponent an
you
objective
objectively
figure?
played the Milwaukee Bucks. You objectively played the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, but the value of that
is
but subjective.
But that would be applying value to that would be subjective. But the fact of the matter is, these were your clutch numbers against your opponents objectively. Those were your numbers. That's the objective.
that
The
is
value
objective.
point is subjective. Yeah, the value point is subjective. But
it says just like points per game is objective, but the value of those points is based on your role, coverage, etc. So is points per game really objective?
I mean, yeah, objectively tells you how many points you average. Now, how much that means, if that means you're a better scorer than someone else, that's all the subjective parts of it. And I say that all the time when it comes to stats, but people don't listen to me.
We got Kyle.2541, $2, Nixon 4, Brunson doesn't lose, top 1 PG. A sweep would be crazy.
He said 3 different factual statements.
Amen.
I'll tell you what, right now, if the Knicks are good enough to sweep the Spurs, and I'm not sure that they are, I don't think they are actually. In fact, I'll plant my. They're not good enough to sweep the Spurs. They're not going to sweep the Spurs for one big reason: money. There's no way in hell the NBA is going to allow a sweep in the finals. That would be so boring. It's not going to happen. It's a lot of lost revenue for everybody. The refs, if the Spurs are down 3-0, I guarantee you they win game 4. Like it's not happening. A sweep is not fucking happening here. This ain't the 2007 finals. This ain't LeBron and the baby Cavs. No. It would be bad for the league, bro. You're trying to market this guy's next up and he gets swept in the finals?
That's true. That's very true.
The refs can, if a game is close, the refs can favor the Spurs to give them a win. If the Knicks are up by 400,
hey,
no amount of rigging is going to change that result.
I don't know if we talked about this yesterday or today because I wasn't here yesterday, but the refs favored the Spurs in game 1
for sure.
And they
straight up, and they still lost. So shit, might have to favor them more tonight.
Everybody up here has the Knicks besides Penn. You got the Knicks.
I picked the Knicks.
You got the Knicks, right, Swiper? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put you on the list, Penn. Sorry, buddy.
What's the list? People to troll after the Knicks win?
No trolling. I've never trolled up here. Not one time.
That's true.
Gio, by the way, $2. Can't wait for that Damo blitz after New York wins.
I need it.
Like Damo should be allowed to be a fan. I don't know why he needs to be blitzed for that.
He's not a fan. He's just a hater. There's no fandom involved. He's just anti-Knicks every step of the way.
Devin McKenzie, 3176, $2. Wimpy Glazer is going to be in shambles after game 2.
I will find it funny if Wemby does have a bad series, it's going to be like the same LeBron arguments all over again. He was 22. It was his first final. Like sometimes the guy just plays bad. Like just call it how it is. There's no
or context, Mars.
That's fine being context. It doesn't change that it happens.
Yeah.
There's some people who genuinely deny that Bron in 07 played bad. It's like, no, the guy played bad. Wemby, if he plays bad, he played bad. It is what it is.
Does it ever feel like Wemby just kind of plays like it's preseason sometimes? Like he just be having these moments where you're just like, yeah, it's cool if you tried that in like a summer league game, but like, why are you trying to split 2 wing defenders? He does not have any conscience of like what he can and cannot do. Like he's just like whatever. Yeah. Anything is
irrational confidence. Yeah, irrational confidence.
7'5", bringing the ball up the court under pressure, doesn't care, right? So irrational confidence says he about to have like 50 and 30 tonight. Let's go, bro. Hit that Cook, over 80 on
Brian Cook, 76, 96, $2. Brunson was on a flopping streak. I saw it.
You saw a guy get into the line.
He was flopping in the first half.
To get to the line,
very clear. No, he actually didn't. They didn't call a couple of them. Ruin C-Biz 4511. Appreciate it. 40, whatever that is. What do you think about Igor Dimin and who's his ceiling? Yegor Dimin. Who's his ceiling?
I don't know what I think his ceiling is. He's like he shot the ball better than I thought he would. But everything else kind of was disappointing. So, I don't know. He's got to get stronger. I don't know. I don't think he's a point guard. I'll say that. I don't think he's a point guard.
Bojan Bogdanovic meets Kyle Anderson. Fair?
I actually don't hate that. Yeah, I actually don't hate that. That's not
bad.
We
go.
Nice, man. That was extremely accurate. My man.
There we go.
It's not bad. Yeah, good work.
Devin McKenzie, 3176. This is about Penn and Mars and Penn telling people to get in the gym. Just get the gloves already.
Oh.
I can't fight. I won't fight, and I never will fight.
You can fight Mars.
I'll tell you what, Swipe it.
I'll just let myself get
up until about 2021. I was a very active human being, right? Up until about 2021, I was very active. I'll go jogging, I'll go running, I'll go to the gym. Crazy. 2021 to 2025, I really don't feel like I've been very active. I don't play basketball in a rec league anymore. I don't really go out to the park that much. I barely walk. And a couple of years ago, my second dog passed away. So I really don't have a need to go on those 1 hour walks anymore. And over the last couple of years, I have been feeling myself getting dumber every day. Every day. I just feel like, wait, what the fuck is happening to my memory? What is happening to my brain? And some people be like, oh, it's because you're getting older. It's not because you're getting older. It's because activity levels, like generally speaking, activity levels. Like, again, I talked about this last week, I think on Thursday or Friday. It was like the lymph drainage, right? Lymph drainage, one of the greatest things to drain lymph fluid from your face and from your body and stopping it from pooling, not only is about like eating healthy and getting yourself ready, but also moving. You need to move. Human beings are meant to move in general. So when you're not moving, everything's going really bad for you. So, and including your brain, for real, like your brain goes to shit when you don't move. So you need to move around. You need to dance. You need to run. You need to walk. You need to just get active.
Man, I dare you. You're a coward if you don't start taking salsa classes. I guarantee you, give me 2 months of salsa classes once a week. You're a coward. You won't do it. But give me 2 months of salsa classes for 2 months once a week. You're a coward, so you won't do it. Do it for 2 months. I think you will love it. I think you will find a renewed energy. But you're a coward, so you won't do it. So,
yeah, like, so the beautiful thing about being me is I really don't care what you have to say.
Okay, shout out.
So
Hams Woo 6751 $2. Mars, I'm praying for that link once Wemby State. Yeah, that would be tough. Jay, you're a coward too. You won't do it. Matter of fact, you're in New York. You have plenty of studios. Go to Empire. Go to Empire Studios. Right down the street from you. Go to Empire Studios. I guarantee you. Just give me two classes. 2 of them.
I'll go. I'll send you a video.
I'm saying go this month. This month. You don't have, bro. You're in. No.
I'm moving. Listen, I'm moving.
It's a train ride.
It's like going.
It's a train ride.
The package. Look, my whole.
It's right down the street. Look up Empire Studios right now. Look it up.
Let me.
No.
Before the end of the summer, I'll go.
No.
I gotta be a coward.
No, June. Hams Woo 6751. When is PC tryouts? Penn needs a break from bullying.
I think Swipe needs a break from bullying. I'm reading the chat. NY Kareem says Swipe is the only black man that will make me side with a white woman. That is an underrated comment.
He said white man. Kareem is a black white nationalist, so I don't really care what he has to say for sure.
Jesus, he's a black white nationalist?
Yes. Big Ox Media. Knicks in 6. Shout
out to Ox. Knicks in 5. If Spurs lose tonight, shit. Knicks in 5.
Shout out to you. Mo says I'm watching 1 hour MJ highlights. Thoughts? Yeah, man. What was his Aaron-ish DVD set? If you could find that, it's definitely a great thing to tap into. Yeah, he is 100%. Yeah, he calls himself a black Muslim, and then he hates everything that has to do with black people and loves Donald Trump and white supremacists. So, Aaron Adu 6422, you got it, Mars. Yeah, shout out to Mars.
He loves Donald Trump. I never seen that from him. Does he?
Yes. Hey, Kareem, maybe one day you'll wake up, brother. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Penn. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Chill. Shout out to Damo. Shout out to Ox. Shout out to Mars. Shout out to everybody that made today's show such a great show. Y'all are amazing. Everybody knows who you are. Yes, he does. Everybody knows who you are and MLK. Shout out to y'all. By the way, Penn, I did not share this. I don't know if you care about this in particular, but let me find it for you real quick, y'all. This is massive, earth-shattering news, Jay. If you're a football fan at all, the Chicago Bears, they are relocating their stadium to Hammond, Indiana. Hammond, Indiana.
Why?
Because tax breaks and because money. That's why. Because of money. That's why. They are moving. They're going to be the Chicago Bears in Indiana, just so people are understanding. This is an atrocity. This is what happens when taxpayers are forced to build the stadiums. And we
can't be the Chicago Bears in Indiana.
I am also with you.
You're going to be the Indianapolis Bears.
You know why? But you know why they have to keep the name? Because licensing rights, and they will lose tens of millions of dollars in licensing rights if they then moved to the Indiana Bears and lost to Chicago. They would lose so much money, but they're going to earn. So they're going to keep all the money and incentive. They're going to earn so much money going to Indiana because of the land rights and the property rights and all that stuff. It's just way different. Building in Chicago, damn near impossible. You need like $1 billion. They don't have $1 billion. They don't want to use their own money. So it's like, oh, Chicago, you're not going to sign off on this and give us 40% tax cut on this? We'll just do it in Indiana.
So why did Vancouver Grizzlies have to turn into the Memphis Grizzlies? Why couldn't they just remain the Vancouver Grizzlies when they went to Memphis? You don't have to. You can't be the Chicago Bears and be in Indiana. I'm just saying it. Chicago and Indiana are not that close.
This is the same thing. They're an original NFL team.
That's fucking crazy, actually.
Yeah, that's
no congrats, Ox. Don't congratulate them.
Yeah, it's just nuts. Yeah, Ox is a dead troll. But yeah, man,
he's not trolling. That's what he believes.
Yeah, no, sure, that's great. Yeah, and look at that clown in the chat.
And dear Ox, you can't go for 3 terms.
Shout out to Jay.
Wait, hold on. He can't go for 3 terms, right?
No, he's going to try to.
Constitutionally, it won't work.
I will see y'all on the other side. Make sure y'all tap in. We will get a members only chat coming up here on Sunday, hopefully. And then it's going to be a great episode. Can't wait. Y'all know time.
Yo, you missed the super chat.